In certain extreme situations, the law is inadequate. In order to shame its inadequacy, it is necessary to act outside the law, to pursue natural justice. This is not vengeance. Revenge is not a valid motive, it's an emotional response. No, not vengeance. Punishment.
Tonight we have a chance to say, yeah, you're right. We're too extreme, we're too wild, we're too out of control, we're too full of our own shit. Or we have a chance to say, hey, fuck you, you're wrong. Fuck you, we're right. Because you have all made it to the dance. Because believe me, this is the dance. Start the show.
Breaking news! Onion gay ops fail again. Another win for the toe. I'm really sorry. I saw like an hour before the show. There was poor Jonesy is in the chat already coping. Look, guys, you should be used to swinging and missing by now. I don't know what to tell you. I'm going to get to this. I've been so excited. I've been so pumped ever since I heard about it and ever since I got the phone call from my gym owner. Check this out. Now, the Onion people and Patrick are not going to get that. They're not going to get this because when they go outside their community, everyone just calls them gay and they're retarded and they do gay ops and they're weird and they call Patrick a PDF file and they don't like that, so they retreat into their hug box and go, we have to get Aaron. Everyone keeps calling us gay. So their newest thing, apparently, none of the Aaron's a piece of shit crowd that are still able to do any kind of sparring thing, none of them have sent me any USA Boxing memberships. They haven't sent me anything that they need to for them to be eligible to get in a boxing ring. And now I found out why. They don't want to. Instead, they think it would be easier to try and get my USA Boxing membership taken away. So they tried. Patrick and company tried to get my USA Boxing membership. They wrote to Scott at the gym. I'm not kidding, guys. You're gonna think I'm lying. You're gonna think I'm making this up. Like, Aaron, nobody does this much gay ops. Dude. So my people in Melton's Discord, you know, he tried to like cover up his Discord by making people put in their phone numbers. It didn't work. The people are still in there feeding me stuff. And for the last few days, they were like, they're saying that your USA Boxing membership has been revoked and your fight's been canceled. I'm like, no, but they do lie a lot. So there's that. So then they go, well, they're going to try and get your membership taken away. I said, well, good luck. Not really worried about it because you can't. But they did try. So I'm going to be careful with this one because Chad Buzamok says that it wasn't Patrick. But when I got a phone call from Scott from my gym today and he read me the email address, it was patrick@nobodylikesonions.com. Now, Buzamok says that Patrick tells people when they do gay ops to use his name and I guess use his email, I suppose. We do know, based on the investigation, Patrick has no problem accessing data that doesn't belong to him, so maybe he shares with others too. And I think that's a big part of this too. I think he's reeling from that revelation. He didn't want people to know that. But I get a call from Scott, and apparently, either Patrick or someone using Patrick's email, which is actually more chicken shit if you think about it. Because, like, do your own gay ops. Don't, like, be Jim Jones or Charles Manson and tell other people to do it. Like, be a man. Stand up on your own 2 feet. I mean, I know it's a heavy weight to carry. But stand up on your own 2 feet. Do your own gay ops. Oh, by the way, Clippers, get ready. This is going to be great. So they do gay ops. And they like celebrate with each other. Like they're on Discord patting each other on the back. We did gay ops. And they sent this big email to the owner of our gym. Honest to God, Scott goes, they said you were a sex offender. And I'm like, dude, that's pretty fucking desperate. So then I kind of filled Scott in and, you know, who Patrick is, how obsessive they've been. And he goes, oh, so this guy's just a fat internet troll. I said, Scott, you got it. He goes, well, I just told him that, you know, you're an athlete here. You're not our main coach, but you train the fighters. And I'm like, yep, that's what I say. He did say, he goes, get your fucking safe sport test done, which I do have to do. But he said, yeah, he goes, I'll see you Thursday. Same thing, same time, same channel. And we'll go. So I know it was a big gay op that we were going to get Aaron's fight canceled. We were going to get his membership taken away. I'm really sorry, Onions. You failed again. I don't know what the cope's going to be, but I'm sure it's going to be, I'm sure the tears are going to be very sweet. I don't know what Patrick's cope is going to be. Probably like, here's Pat's usual cope when he does failed gay ops. Well, I don't do the gay ops. I just report. Wait, which one is it? Do you tell people to use your name and use your email when you encourage gay ops? Or are you not involved with gay ops? Like, the problem with him is he's dumb. And the problem with his fans are they're dumb. But they're too dumb to know they're dumb. So that's why they stay in their hug box on Discord. Because they go outside of it for a second, and it's just, oh my God. Like, these are the dumbest fucking people you've ever seen. So Scott and I had a good laugh about it. I did get chewed out a little bit. He did say you got to get your safe sport done. But they were like, Aaron's not a coach at his gym. And I'm like, really? Not a coach? Because here's my receipt from the beginning of the year when I had to renew my membership for my non-athlete membership. There's the background screening you have to go through every single year. $87 every year to keep your coach's membership up. Sorry, guys. Sorry. They're like, oh, in the email, Scott said that he's not a coach. Yeah, Scott knows what he's saying. You guys just misrepresented it. Scott means I don't have my safe sport done, so I can't corner fighters by myself at fights, which the reason I don't do that is because I fight at the fights. I don't corner fighters by myself, so I just don't take the fucking test. But it is great to watch these guys flail. I mean, I think the big headline here, the big TM Zumach breaking news, is Patrick is so rattled by the PDF file shit going on, the investigation he's under, the super tip scandal, and now the fact that he won't get any of this boxing stuff ever. He talks about it, but he won't get the shit that I have. And then when I call him on it, what's his answer? Try to get his membership canceled. So the headline here is, Onion attempts gay ops, goes right to the gym, tries to get me canceled, and fails. My gym owner calls me to rat Patrick out and goes, I'll see you on Thursday. He also said the way we dealt with guys like this in the old school days is we brought him in the ring and we taught him a lesson. He goes, now you got to get your membership and do all of that stuff. So he's like, yeah, a guy like that. I said, well, Scott, he weighs like 400 pounds. He's like, oh my God, he would die in the ring. He'd have cardiac arrest and he'd die. I'm like, yeah, that's what I keep saying. He did also, Scott had a very interesting story for me. Because, you know, I told that story about how after April got arrested and everything, Scott just said, hey, I want to be safe. I don't want to key out there where like drug addicts can come into the gym or anything like that. Could you give me your key until this whole thing is over? And I said, yeah. And I gave Scott my key and he said, we'll get it back when everything wraps up and everything's good. Give you your key back. I just don't want it falling into the wrong hands. I said, sure. So he then told me that like there was this whole big thing with April when she came to get her stuff from the gym after all the arrests and stuff. Like, I guess Scott got really spooked by the whole thing. He told me in the phone call, he goes, oh, by the way, that shit you went through with that lawyer guy, he goes, that's crazy. He goes, I'm glad you survived that nut house. I'm like, thank you. But he said when April came to get her stuff, he had cut her lock on her locker because he basically revoked her membership. And when he cut her lock to the locker, like she got an attitude with him. And like she went to get her stuff and like they had words about the contents of her locker and him cutting her locker and getting rid of her lock and everything like that. And he said it was really weird, just a strange thing. So that was just a little aside. I didn't know about that. But yeah, I think the breaking news tonight is another win for the toe, another fail for the Onion. Gay ops, like, I'm sorry, like in the streaming world, it's supposed to be gay ops and trying to cancel people is like the lowest form of behavior. And I think the worst part about it for Melton is that he's such a snake and such a weasel that he tries to do those word gymnastics that all of us kind of look at him and go, you're retarded. Like it doesn't work on anybody. He'll go, well, I don't actually do the gay ops. It's like, no, you just encourage them and don't have the balls to do it yourself. And then when they fail, you can distance yourself from it. Like, I'm sure you will go on and say that you didn't have anything to do with this. And he kind of lies the way Rekieta lies. They're kind of made for each other. Oh, by the way, speaking of those two being made for each other, did you know that Patrick Melton got arrested for cocaine a while back and like took $50,000 from his audience to like fight it? And he still pays services now to scrub all bad news about him from the internet? Dude, the guy's fucking pathetic. And he really is the Wile E. Coyote to my Roadrunner. So thank you again, Onions. I was so fucking excited to do tonight's show and start off with that because watching you guys fail again, oh, it's so good. So, Onion fans, be sure to head out to my fight February 22nd. My athlete membership and my coach's membership, still valid, still there. And to quote Scott, I'll see you on Thursday. Another win for the toe. Rusty Grammar with 199 says to help Jonesy cope. Yes. Dude, they were in the chat an hour beforehand. Massive amounts of copium. I hope that we don't have any Onion fans ODing on copium tonight. That would be terrible. I don't know about you guys. You can hate me all you want. Like, I know I've just got that personality. I just trigger the fuck out of some people. And I know I'm kind of going old school Aaron right now and healing it up. But, like, if I'm so fucking good at this that I make you go against your morals on gay ops and canceling people, holy fuck, I must be good. But I'm not. I don't think I'm that good. I think most people see shit like this and they go, ew, you fucking tried to get somebody canceled from their amateur boxing membership. You tried to write to a guy's gym and tried to get him canceled and get his membership taken away. Dude, I don't think I'm good enough to make people change their morals. Like, I'm sure like Carl because Carl's against gay ops and all that. He's observe and report. Like, I'm sure he sees shit like this and he goes, Patrick, Jesus Christ. I don't think I'm good enough to make Carl reverse his years-long position on gay ops. If I am, holy shit, I underestimated myself. But the headline here, Patrick Melton and the Onions try gay ops on Steel Toe and fail again. And I couldn't be happier. Pakistan with 199 says, I've seen your fight with Blackie. You're horrible. Yeah, that was my first fight after like 4 months of being at the gym. Even Scott told me, he goes, you're not ready yet. Like, he goes, you're not ready yet. You shouldn't take this fight. And I'm like, I'm like, no, I'm ready. I'm ready. I got in there, the fucking bell rang, and I just froze. And I'm like, fuck, I'm not ready. And the guy I fought was a semi-pro football player. Oh, did I get fucking steamrolled. The only thing good about getting stopped in 52 seconds is you hear from all the other fighters that are there of all ages. They tell you all their stories about when they got knocked out. One of them's like, I got knocked out in 19 seconds. The other one's like 40 seconds. And you're like, thanks. That actually, I know you're just trying to make me feel better, but it's working. Actually, I had to do it with like gauze shoved up my nose because my nose got busted up. But yeah, you get the idea. Hendy with $1 Says, Aaron, your endorsement of Minnesota Gold Lager has changed my life. I switched from Grain Belt Premium and am now enjoying 8 to 10 pints per day. No, that's not good. I'm not trying to get you. Not trying to get you to drink 8 to 10 pints per day. It's not okay. Turtle Steel Shell says, every time Carl has onions on, he is supporting the concept of AI-generated CP. Look, man, like I said, I'm a good enough heel that I get people to go back on their shit and like go against their own morals just to come after me. I'm that much of a draw. And I don't know, man. I come from the school of, if other people are enraged to the point where they're trying to get shit you do canceled and you smile and laugh at them, you're winning. Like, if you can get people to take shit that seriously. Now, I know this is going to end ultimately with some crazy Onion fan trying something physically. Like, I know that that's probably where this is going to end up at some point. Either that or Patrick will run himself out of a community. Either Patrick will spectacularly blow up again or get arrested again, something like that. Or somebody will just go too far because they're all mental cases. But when people go that far, and I think it was Doom said, can we define gay ops? I think gay ops is trying to get people canceled or trying to go into their personal shit and try to fuck with it. That's gay ops. Like, that's something I would never do. Like, I don't know. And that's something normal people don't do. But I was really excited to get on tonight and talk about that one. Phil Herslit says that black kid was a beast. All right, guys, like, thank you. I appreciate that. But when my audience says shit like black kid and beast, I get nervous because I don't want to endorse it because I don't know how you mean it. You understand? I got to be careful with you people. Not you people. Not you. I don't mean like, just when we say black, let's not go beast at the same time. All right, guys, we have a great show. Dude, my day has taken such a weird, like, journey. Like, we missed by $100 this morning. And then I went to Midland Armory. We had a conversation that was like a trip down memory lane, but kind of a bummer. And then I got some news from Johnny today. And then it started going up. Like, we got a couple people donating after the show. So far, we're only $50 short from this morning. I'm a lot happier. I'm a lot happier about this morning. Now, I did give the Toe Boys over on Facebook the chance to knock out the last 50 from this morning. I don't want to give it to the morning or the evening show audience, but I did give the chance to the Toe Boys, and I told them if they knocked out the other 50, I would do a 1 hour Toe Boys only stream at some point tomorrow. I did offer that to them, but fucking great. That's awesome. And then this gym stuff came out, and I got the call from Scott, and that fucking made my day. Like, if you're going to take a shot like that, if you're going to take a shot, you better get that guy canceled. Like, if you're going to take that shot at me, you can't miss. Now you missed, and you're the guys that attempted gay ops and failed. Ooh. Turtle Steel Shell says, the moment they subpoena Melton's devices, he will attempt to plea out and rat out Baldo. They might have already done that. I think when they subpoena your stuff, they don't subpoena your devices. I think what they do is they subpoena the company and get your stuff. I don't think the person who's being searched, I don't think they know they are. Like, I don't think Ralph knew when they just went to X and got his stuff. Like, they went to X to get his DMs, I think, is what that thing said. I don't think they go to the person themselves unless they seize your physical computer. Nowadays, I think they just go to Google. They go to, let me just make up an app. Let's say Signal. You know, they go to Twitter. They go to Facebook. They go to shit like that. And because the information is owned by those companies. And then they get it. So I think most of the time your shit gets searched, you don't even know, which is kind of frightening. 199 from Delco Lou says, what time do the Vikings play on Sunday? Eagles at 3. Thanks, buddy. We got some Viking stuff today. I'm mourning as well. Shane M with $5. I knew we were going to have onion cope today. He says, I may not respect you as an entertainer, but your level of delusion is something to behold. I'm sorry. I'm not the one who goes into a hug box on Discord every day and has to lie and make up fan fiction. I think there's a lot of projection going on there. Pakistan with 199. Damn it, Pakistan. He says, Darky smacked the shit out of you. Can we not? I mean, yes, it was a tragic fucking beating, but could we not use those terms? We're trying to be high road here, Pakistan. 195 away from tonight's goal. So let's do this, guys. Donate to the show. I promise the drama stuff's over. I know I got a little bit of a boner over it tonight. I apologize. But I promise the OGs, we're done with all that stuff. Just a lot of fireworks up top. Anytime those onion people come after the toe and they miss, I'm a happy guy. I can't wait to see all the coping. So let's keep throwing in. This morning we got, look, this audience always comes through. Whenever we miss, this audience always makes it easier to deal with. So I got to thank them a bunch. Guys, let's knock out tonight's goal early. Did we knock it out? Did that $100 come in regulation last night that put us over by 30, 40 bucks? Because if it didn't, we haven't knocked out a goal in regulation all week, and that's disconcerting. So Streamlabs, PayPal, Rumble Rants, Super Chat, Venmo, throw in a few bucks to the toe to celebrate another win over the Gay Ops Onion crowd. It's too easy because I don't even have to actively do anything. They charge at me, I sidestep, they run into the wall, then they yell at me. They sit there holding their head going, you're delusional. It's like, you have a bump on your head. Quit lying and telling people I have a bump on my head. Sorry. All right, guys, lots of stuff to oh, shit, the new stuff is all bad things about the Vikings. God damn it. I don't want to do this part. Actual Steel Toe Wearer says, I hope you get your key back soon. It's not going to be back to me until all of April's stuff. Whenever April's stuff gets done, then I get my key back. That was kind of what we agreed upon. He just, when he found out, like, the whole, like, the craziness of everything that went on, Scott just went, look, could you just, I'll feel a lot better if you just give me the key. And like, when it happened at the time, I was like, dude, I fucking understand. I get it. Because, like, there was a time I thought all these people were going to show up at my door. Like, it was tense back then. Let's go to Pakistan. Did I do it right that time? 199 from Pakistan says, say my name right. Doing my best. $5 from Shane M says, I will admit you're the best thing on at the moment. That said, the other choice is Joey C painting a closet door. You know what? I think we call that damned by faint praise, if you will. Pants Maestro says, so you broke into the gym for the Ralph fight. No. I still have my key. Scott found out about the April stuff later when she came to get all her shit from the gym, and that was pretty far down the road. And then he's like, and then I think the reason he wanted the key was because, and I didn't know this till tonight, she came in and they had words about him cutting her lock. And that's where he kind of went, I don't want any fucking part of this. I don't want any, like, I'd feel a lot better if I just held on to this until it all went away. I said, okay, that's fine. Actual Steel Toe Wearer says, how did he find out? The fucking onions? No. He, like I said, he had this whole thing. I wouldn't call it a confrontation. That's too dramatic. But he and April had words. And then he's like, I don't want to fuck around with this. All right, guys, all I'm doing now is stalling. I'm celebrating and I'm stalling because the next couple things we have are going to be really difficult for me to get through. There are people celebrating the Minnesota Vikings loss. And it's hard. It's very difficult. I don't like it. I'm still processing. Like, look, I'm having the most optimistic, like, rosy outlook on the beating that we took yesterday that you possibly can. I'm excited about J.J. McCarthy in 2025. I'm excited about having $75 million of cap space. I'm pumped about all of it. But reality is reality. We got the shit kicked out of us. I go into my chat. I got Eagles fans. Fuck it. Like, I was coping today, and I posted a thing about Eagles fans being fucking garbage, and the viewership for that is way down from our other clips that are doing thousands of views. So I'm getting what I deserve. I'm being bitter towards Eagles fans. People are talking shit to me in the chat about how shitty the Vikings were yesterday. My comment section is filled with harassment about the Vikings. So I'm going to take my medicine live on the air. I think it's right. I think it's fair. Let's do it. But some of this stuff, I have to warn you, is pretty fucking cringe. Like, did you see the guy in his room with the headphones on and the Vikings jersey making his Vikings song? The Vikings anthem for the wild card round against the Rams. I don't want to do this, but I feel like I owe it to the people who hate me, and I owe it to the people who hate the Vikings, and I owe it to the people who are giddy about us getting beat to play this for you. This is some queeb in his bedroom, decked out to the nines, as you can see, in Vikings garb, and he decided to make a Vikings song for the wild card game against the Rams. And I'm actually willing to go as far as to say, this is why we got beat. This is why we lost. This fucking guy. Aaron, are you just continuously talking because you're stalling and you don't want to play this? Yes. Yes, that is 100% what I'm doing. I haven't heard this yet. And I feel like if I never hear it, then I can never acknowledge that this is probably what cursed us and how fucking cringe it is. Because I hate all Vikings theme songs. I hate all fan-made songs. I hate Viking parody songs. I hate all sports teams parody songs. You know, like when local radio stations, when their team's doing really well, they'll make like shitty parodies. None of them are ever good. I challenge you to find me one good one. Here's a kid in his parents' house making a Vikings anthem for the wild card round against the Rams. Already fucking hate it. Already. The hopping, the shit.
This is our Vikings. This is our team. We bleed purple. This is our Vikings. Whether win or lose, we love them.
You understand the rest of the league already thinks we're giant fucking pussies. Like, we're supposed to be the Vikings. We're supposed to be, we'll rip out your heart, we'll eat your guts, we'll give you the bloody eagle and hang you on a stick. This guy, this is our heart. And then he's doing the elementary school like it's a fucking choir concert with the hand signals. Oh my God. Can we force this kid to root for somebody else? Like, can we revoke his ability to be a Vikings fan for literally the rest of his life? Like, fuck this guy.
For the Vikings beat the Rams, we'll ram them out of playoffs. This is our team. Go score! Score!
I don't want to make fun of him anymore because I'm worried he's retarded. And if he's retarded, you know what? Fuck that. Even if he's retarded, that's still not okay. Because, like, do you know? You do know that, like, 99.99% of mentally retarded people are not going to make that song. So we can't blame that. Like, you're insulting retarded people if you... Just stop making songs. Cheer for the team. Watch the game. Buy the merch. Do all that stuff. Don't make songs. I don't endorse that. Vidam with $5 says, I was there at the fight. The guy was built with big muscles, like they were in the cotton fields. They used to breed them big back then. God damn it, would you fucking stop? Oh. Triple N says, more like gay McCarthy. Am I right? Vidam with another $5 says, Sam Darnold ruined his chances at a good contract last night. He and the O-line looked horrible. Yeah, it told us two things. One, Sam Darnold literally lost a 0 on his next contract over that game. And the Vikings have to spend $30 million of that 74 on an interior offensive line, left guard, center, right guard. 30, 40 million? Probably. Sam with $2 says, I think we were just introduced to Slam Piece. Now now you need to apologize. She is an innocent. Yankee says it was embarrassing to not even show up the last 2 weeks, dude. It was fucking bad. They're saying Prince made an excellent Viking song. I don't know. Pants Maestro says that song's going to be on the radio soon. Shut up. Roots Calhoun says, remember that clip of you running around your basement with Viking horns on, your gay Viking slogans? Yeah, Aaron, bro, you're losing me, dude. First of all, that was not my basement. That was my friend's basement. Second of all, we just had gay sex. So it's a little different. 400 of you checking out the toe tonight. Give us a like. Give us a like, give us a follow, and give us $5 or $10, 180 away from tonight's goal and knocking out and doing a 30-minute overtime. And I want to offer you guys the 50 that we missed this morning by, but I'm going to let the Toe Boys have it for the night. And if the Toe Boys make good with the other, somebody threw in 50 earlier. If somebody throws in another 50, I'm going to give them a Toe Boys exclusive show. But fuck it. If you guys beat them to it, then I guess what we'll do is we'll give you an hour of overtime. If you guys knock out tonight and the 50 from last night. It'll be a race between the Toe Boys and you. Joe Smash, becoming a member for 30 months, says, did Darky walk out to the Booker T anthem? Could we? What did I say? What did I say about not saying things like Darky? Pants Maestro says, my guess is we're going to be $60 short of the goal. All right, there's the grift, guys. Steel Toe OGs, you know what to do. Click on PayPal, click on Streamlabs, throw in a bunch of money. Here's the grift. Pants Maestro says we're missing by $60. Make Pants Maestro look like a dick. Drop it in. Make it another win for the Toe. Like I said, no, Taste Fairy Ialto. We're not going to make it a race war. God damn it. Chad Buzamak says, so they were going to get 1 hour for $50, and we have to do $250 to get 1 hour. He's right, you know. I didn't think of my math on that one. Well, no, 200 gets you the original 30. He says the extra 50 should be 1.5 hours. Motherfucker. All right, how's this, Chad Buzamak? If you guys do, all right, here. If you guys do the 200 for tonight, we'll do the 30 minutes of overtime. If you also do the 50 from this morning, I will do a YouTube only and Rumble only 1 hour show tomorrow randomly in the afternoon. How's that? He says math wasn't mathing. I love Chad Buzamak, but I can always count on him to try and Jew shit out of me. Speaking of which, the Chad Buzamak Top Donations board. Top Donation. Do you get it? Top Donations. Gray Duckling is in first with 145. Not My Demo in second with 100. Infernal Machine and 1, 2, 3, 4 others, as well as Stephanie, tied for third. So there is a log jam at $50. John Jamingo says, how can we settle the controversy over your boxing. There is no controversy. I just showed my boxing coaching renewal form on the show tonight. Again, the Onion people tried to get me canceled from the gym. They failed again. What can you do? Sorry, guys. Vidam with $5. You should have caught the beginning of the show, John. No, MSO, that term is not okay for the... First of all, the guy beat me in a boxing match when I was 4 months into training. He gets the win. We don't have to call him slurs. That's not okay. Vidam with $5 says, when a mic'd up Sam Darnold was caught saying, I'm seeing ghosts, down 24-0 in the first half. Thank you, Vidam. Rusty Grammar with $5 says Hitler was... Helgi with $5 says, here's a $5 for when you buy a White Claw at Stoney's and drown your precious Vikings loss away. Thank you. And no, Richard Head, we don't use that word either. 170 away from today's goal. You know what? Von Kaiser's right. You know what this is like?
Like an Amish lady on a butter churn, and she's got 20 kids and they're out of butter and it's breakfast time.
That's what's going on right now. The Amish woman with her churning butter. See, I'm looking at the Rumble chat right now. And no, none of these guys. And here's the issue. I don't think any of you guys actually think any of these words are okay. I think you're just trying to impress me with your knowledge of racial slurs. And if you could send in Rumble rants with them, we could knock out the goal and you could exercise all this at the same time. That would be great. Richard Head, Silverback is a kind of gorilla. That's if you're referring to the gorilla, then it's fine. If you're referring to people of African descent, it's not good. It's not good. John Domingo says, whatever happened to the old couple who did restaurant reviews? Oh, God, we still fuck with Ed and Michelle. We love Ed and Michelle on this program. We still play them. Ask numero uno Josh Denny fan what happened this Saturday night when Ed and Michelle were live streaming. Ivana Tinkle, I don't think you know what? Without Rumble rants coming in, without you guys knocking out the goal, I'm not going to analyze these words because it feels like you guys are getting freebies in. 170 away from tonight. Thank you guys very much. Let's drop in, throw in a few bucks, make this thing go tonight. You guys are off to a great start, and I appreciate it. All right, can we please get through the Minnesota Vikings punishment that I have to watch because I figured it would entertain you guys? We're having a good night tonight. I got some bad news I got to share about Johnny in a little bit, but we got great news that we got another Onion own as they failed another gay op. And Scott said that Patrick would die of cardiac arrest in a boxing ring after 45 seconds. That was nice. Let's go ahead and see Stephen A. Smith talk about the Vikings. Now, here's the thing. Sam Darnold choking as hard as you can possibly choke and costing himself a fortune in the playoffs is going to cause a lot of these media people to come out of the woodwork because all year they've been, and the line is, they've been waiting for Sam Darnold to turn into a pumpkin. And now they believe that this is the turning into a pumpkin moment, and they're probably right. But boy, are they going to gloat. When we were 14-2, none of them were gloating. These last two games, they're just going to keep throwing dirt on Sam Darnold's grave. This is Dan Orlovsky has been really a Sam Darnold supporter this year. And he's been giving Stephen A. Smith all kinds of shit about how Stephen A. Smith is not giving Sam Darnold enough respect. Now, I think it's because Sam's a white quarterback. I think Stephen A. is tougher on white quarterbacks. Like, if Sam Darnold was Lamar Jackson and Lamar Jackson had the same career as Sam Darnold, I think Stephen A. Smith would be singing black Lamar Jackson, Sam Darnold's praises. I really do. And if Sam Darnold was doing the kind of things Lamar Jackson was, Stephen A. Smith would find ways to poke holes in him. But look, you guys were right. The Vikings choked. I'm going to let you guys have your gloating for a minute here. Here's Dan Orlovsky and Stephen A. Smith Writing the Vikings obituary today, essentially.
Hold on, Dan. It wasn't classic 2019 when he told the world that he was seeing ghosts when going against Bill Belichick's defense. But damn it, it looked close. It looked close. It was bad.
All right.
It was bad.
All right.
It was bad.
Here's my thing, Jeff. Jeff, I agree with your point in that.
By the way, can anyone tell me, this always bothers me about seeing Jeff Saturday do TV shows. Is he wearing eyeliner or is he just always brutally hungover? Jeff Saturday's eyes haunt my dreams. And by the way, what's Shannon Sharp doing over here? Is he thinking of Joy Taylor? Thinking of the good old days? Is that what he's doing?
Regard, like at some point, Bud, we got to cut the ball loose. We got to maybe take off a second early. We see quarterbacks in man coverage, Josh Allen, Lamar.
Yeah.
And these guys see man coverage and they go. But that's also, like, what is our expectation for Sam? You know, did anybody I always thought that Sam was a good, talented
God,
player.
I'm about to
I
faint.
thought with the right stuff around.
Oops. Stephen A. is not happy. Dan Orlovsky, to his credit, has been a pro Sam Darnold guy this whole season.
He'd be a good player, but I never thought that Sam Darnold would get into the Josh Allen conversation.
Shannon, get him!
Cover up on it.
Shannon, get
Hold
him!
on, Stephen A.
Shannon, get him!
Hold on,
Get
Stephen A.
him!
Oh, sure. Two black guys ganging up on the white guy. Rumble chat, don't. Don't you start. Don't you fucking start. Unless there's like a 10 or a 20 attached, in which case, like, go bananas. But not bananas like a monkey. Bananas. Anyway, I can't say monkey and then start playing a clip of these two again. 170 away from tonight. Stephen A., Shannon Sharp, respected sports analysts. Continue, please.
Hold on,
Oh
Stephen
my
A.
God!
Stephen A.
You haven't been on national television over the last few weeks going off about Sam Darnold and how great he looked? Are you kidding?
Dan Orlovsky has been doing that. And I will be fair. I love Dan Orlovsky. I think he's great. I think he's one of the best guys on ESPN right now. But he has been sucking Sam Darnold dick. Big time.
I'm about to lose it. Shannon, get him. Get him, Shannon. Get him.
I'm going to let him finish his point.
Dan Orlovsky's like, oh, shit, I'm having flashbacks to high school.
And said Sam Darnold was going to be an eraser. You're making stuff up.
Dan,
Go ahead, Shannon.
you have been his staunchest supporter. You, when Saturday and Stephen A. and I and others have come out here, you were talking about,
100%.
you always knew how great Sam Darnold was going to be.
Yes.
Now, you cannot turn around and say, well,
And that was
he
proved
can't
right.
play outside because the great quarterbacks can play off script.
It's true.
That's what they can do. And the ones that can't move, the reason why they brought pressure is because he can't move. And guess what? He could have surprised
Sam
them.
Darnold's a
I'm gonna
very good athlete.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell.
Can I say this?
I couldn't
Compared
tell.
to what? Compared to me right now at 57? Hell yeah, he's damn good. But compared to other 26-year-olds, no, he ain't.
Shit. And you know what the worst part is? Like, even if their takes aren't 100% accurate, you got to sit and take them because you got your fucking ass kicked. You're the one who got beat. So you kind of got to sit there and take it while they shit all over your team. Chad Buzamak. Now, wait a minute, Buzamak. This is taking things a little out of context. Rest of the chat, please inform Chad Buzamak that that is not what I said. Chad Buzamak says, you meant the white guy with guy liner haunts your wet dreams. That's not what I said. It's not what I said. It's not at all what I said. Guys, tell Chad Buzamak that he's being, what's the word? He's being, he's playing fast and loose with what I said. Let's go to Turd Burglar says, Turd Burglar defending the fact that Sam Darnold's a great athlete. He says he did sprint straight into a sack. See, I know you think you're helping, Turd Burglar, but it's not helpful. Pants Maestro says it's accurate, though. Yes, I know it's accurate. I'm aware that it's accurate. I'm aware that Sam Darnold. Actually, that's wrong. That's incorrect. Because if you watched that game last night, I got you guys ready. I watched my Vikings, and you're wrong. Sam Darnold did not sprint straight into sacks. He ran backwards and lost us an extra 8 yards. Fuck. The point is, 2025 Vikings are going to be fucking lit under J.J. McCarthy. That's what I meant to say. Dude, you know how Sam Darnold was moving last night?
Like an Amish lady on a butter churn, and she's got 20 kids and they're out of butter and it's breakfast time.
That's how he's moving. Andrew's son says it was pretty rough seeing Johnny tank this morning's show and cause Aaron to miss the goal. You understand, I don't think Johnny causes us to miss the goal. You understand, I've been doing this for donations for 4 years now, and I know that the first quarter of the year is always the one that we end up playing catch-up for the rest of the year. It's just money's tighter for people. I understand that. That's why I'm smiling. I'm very happy. We take our losses, and then next month and the month after, it starts to loosen up a little bit. Now, that said, I don't like losing. It doesn't feel good. 170 away from tonight. Let's make some moves. Let's throw some money into the old toe and see if we can't knock out tonight's goal. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. Here's the Johnny thing. I don't know if he said anything on his show today. And this fucking sucked because before I heard from Johnny, I was at Delco Lou with 199 says, cheer up, Gophers won the Mayonnaise Bowl. That and that $5 Rumble rant that came in a while back puts us at 165 away from tonight. Thank you very much. Keep it up, guys. We're going in the right direction. So I was at Midland Armory, and I was talking with Tracy. And it was kind of sad. We were going down memory lane from the steel toe stuff. And we were going over, like, the health problems that all the steel toe second mics have had. Like, Oz had his stroke, and she was talking about Oz and, you know, how Oz is, you know, it's just, well, you knew when he came back, like, he was just different. You know, people have strokes and, you know, things don't fire the way that they used to, and that was unfortunate. And then, you know, Corey got a little too internet wound up, and he had to step away from the internet for a while. Then, obviously, April imploded massively. And then, you know, Johnny has had his health problems historically. And then I got a text from Johnny where he said, I believe the quote was, gravity won again. And my legs went out and I hit my head. I'm going to do a short show today and I'm not going to make it tomorrow morning. And, you know, it just really, anytime, you know, Johnny gets sick or he has any kind of health problem, it bums me out. I feel bad for him, and I want him to get better as soon as possible. And it's just, you know, I like doing shows with Johnny. You know, I there are some people who prefer the shows with Johnny. There are some people who prefer the solo shows. I like that we have that variety. But when he's not doing well, you know, I feel bad for, I got to strike this balance between feeling bad for him and knowing he doesn't want me to feel bad for him. But it's like, you just want him to hang in there and have a few good days, and fucking like watching MS up close for the last 5, 6, 7 years or whatever. That disease is a fucking bastard, man. Like it doesn't let up. It strikes, like it does this weird thing where it's like, you know, hey, I'm feeling better. Like things are, you know, loosening up a little bit. And then one day, 1 minute, 1 second, it just, everything seizes up and it decides to kick in again. It's just fucking brutal. It really sucks. Poe asks, Aaron, do you have a hidden Sonichu medallion? Fuck. Right? I should be checking. Like I should be lifting up the couches and, yeah, just seeing what's going on, man. Sam Show says, just get him a Tard helmet and some... See, now, this is my thing. Like, I want to talk about it. I want to be vulnerable with my audience. I want to be, you know, hey, guys, let's have a serious moment. And most people are, you know, like, oh, yeah, it really sucks. MS is a motherfucker. But then you got a Sam Show who means well. But you kind of, Like, the people who come from the radio are like well-adjusted adults, whereas the internet people feel like, you know, you have to use this term to them a lot. Hey, not the time. Not the time. The only steel-toe second mic that's had a good run of things is Matt, but he keeps getting promoted at work and makes it so his schedule doesn't let him do the show. So even when our co-hosts do well, it still fucks up the schedule. Turtle Steel Shell says, the Sonichu medallion thing. He says, transitive property from Baldo's contact, maybe. Oh, no. I don't think you can catch Sonichu, can you? I hope not. I hope you can't. Taste Fairy Ialto says, yep, definitely helmet time. No, that's not. It's not what I meant. I didn't mean the rest of you should say it's helmet time. It wasn't like an agree or disagree thing. But I hope Johnny's going to be fine. I hope he's all right. I hope he recovers quickly, and I can't wait to have him back on Monday. And, you know, until then, support Johnny any way you can. I'm surprised he did a show tonight or did a show this afternoon. I think that's great. And I just, I hope things go well. That's all. Now, Triple N says Johnny should realistically be wearing a helmet. I didn't say that adding the word realistically made it more appropriate. Richard77 says type H for a helmet. Next, you guys are going to be telling me, hey, how much money for you to call Johnny and tell him to get a helmet? No! OGs, kick in money on Venmo, PayPal, and Streamlabs. Let's get this goal knocked out. The new fags are getting chippy. They're getting a little chippy. Give him bionic legs, for fuck's sake, already? Bionic legs are rather expensive. All right, guys, we got to switch from one begging whore to another begging whore. Do you remember the OnlyFans chick who was trying to break the record for fucking the most dudes? I mean, this is the most disgusting. Like, somebody said that like OnlyFans is, you know, killing the United States of America, you know, OnlyFans. And like, I do think it's hurting women. Like, I think feminism has put women in this box, no pun intended, where like they think everything is empowering. And they've kind of let us men trick them into thinking being a hoe is empowering. Being a hoe is empowering for men. We win when you're a hoe. Women, like new age feminists, have this retarded notion that if they fuck a dude and leave, that's a win. It's like, hey, I have an idea. I'll find a scumbag of a shithead dude, meet him, fuck him on the first night, and then never talk to him again. And the shithead guy goes, am I being punked? Like, is this a prank? What's this TV show called? Make My Fucking Dreams Come True? Feminism has taught women that basically being a hooker is empowering. No, being a hooker should be your last resort when everything else fails. These bitches need to go listen to Fancy by Reba McEntire again and get a reminder what hoeing is for. So now OnlyFans has made it very easy and a little more respectable for you to be a hoe. And now this woman, we've been hearing about her for the last year because I think she broke the record for sleeping with the most guys in 24 hours. Now she's broken the record for sleeping with the most men in 12 hours. Now, what man is going to be one of the, and I'm going to say the number, 1,057? I mean, Jesus Christ. This woman was at a In-N-Out burger. Ironic, right? She was at an In-N-Out. And she was asking the kid at the counter. She asked if he was 18 first, and he said yes. And she asked if he would go out back and have sex with her because she was trying to break this record. And good for the kid. He was like, no, I'm a Christian. I don't do that. And she thought she was such hot shit that like this kid was like totally gay for not fucking her. And he's like, no, I don't have sex with women who just come in here and ask me if I want to fuck in the, by the dumpster. It's not my game. And she was like, oh, okay, well, bye. He's like, don't you want some food or anything? She's like, no, just looking for some dick. And like, there's a segment of our population that looks at that and goes, wow, that's really empowering. It's fucking not. It's fucking not. It's hoeing. It's hooking. It's prostituting. Here's your one chance fancy. Don't let me down. That's what it is. Shane M with $5 says, how much for you to do a whole show wearing a Vikings helmet? You guys knock out tonight's goal, and I'll do overtime with the Vikings helmet on. Vidam with $5 says, here's some money for a helmet for Johnny. That's not. I'm not collecting money for a helmet for Johnny. But thank you for the $5. 160 away from knocking out tonight's goal. It was 5 guys, and you read the story wrong, says Turtle Steel Shell. I apologize. I didn't read the story wrong. She tried to get that guy to fuck her. What did I get wrong? What was she asking him to read her the gospel? No. Helgi says over 1,000 served. Well, here's the hoe bragging about her 12-hour record-breaking conquest. God help us. You know, remember that article from earlier today where CNN was bitching that the second Trump term, it was like white Christian nationalism is going to try and hold sway over the next 4 years. I watch shit like this and I go, let's try a little white Christian nationalism. You know who's probably down for white Christian nationalism? Latinos. Latinos would probably love, I bet you Latinos are bigger white Christian nationalists than white people are.
Big 1000 was completely done. So it started off, I'll give you a bit of an overview. After to start with, it was just like the room was absolutely full. Then we did groups of 5, like one after the other of 5s. I wanted to give people more time, so then it.
Yeah, I mean, you want to be accommodating. I hope her dad's dead. Like, I really, for his sake. Not for hers. I mean, her soul is dead. It's rotten. It's useless. I hope her father's dead. I really do. I mean, Jesus Christ, I beg for gold money every day, and I hope my parents don't see what I do. Now imagine you took 1,057 cocks. Hold on, I got to wipe my drool. Imagine you got to take 100.
It went down to like one-on-ones, didn't it? So like one person would.
Who the fuck is that guy? That better not be a boyfriend or a husband. If so, maybe we're past white Christian nationalism. Maybe we need to try a little, what do they call that? What's the thing? Not hijab law. Not Quran law. Sharia. Maybe we need the my Sharia. Oh, you're such a dirty hoe. Dirty hoe. 1,057 dicks.
Watch whilst I was with somebody, and then it would literally just be like a rotating circle like that.
Great. You see, it's a circle, you guys. It's a rotating circle. Her pussy smells so far beyond salmon. It's not funny. I mean, that is a rank. I mean, fuck a pH balance. You try to test the pH of her pussy, the stick just starts on fire. That is a dirty, dirty hoe. And Chad Buzamok says, Aaron, would you though? Can't, couldn't, no way. No way in hell could I do it. No, I mean, not without vomiting. Honestly. Helgi says, trust me, your vote will make everything better. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I think we might be, when I see this, I think we might be past white Christian nationalism. I don't think white Christian nationalism can fix that problem. I think we've overcorrected too far, and I think we might need a little Sharia. Oh, fuck you. Oh, this is good. Chad Buzamok says, no, I meant the 1,000 men. Rhetorical. We all knew yes. You fucking asshole. You know, we got a win over the Onions tonight. They tried to cancel me and failed, and then my gym owner made fun of them on the phone. We've got a couple of great stories. We can make fun of a hoe. We're having fun at our expense for the Viking stuff. I better knock out the goal tonight. Otherwise, it was a shitty day, and then the morning show goal got cut in half, and then we got the failed cancellation. So, this is getting close to a Nazi salute. So now I don't want it to go like this where we miss our second goal of the day. So, Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. What are we at right now? 160? Somebody bust in the Streamlabs and the PayPal. Nothing in there yet tonight. Let's break that in with a cool little drop, and let's see if we can knock out another win for the toe. Waiver with 99 cents. Thank you very much. I should probably do that if it's a waiver. Turtle Steel Shell says, we are here already making fun of a hoe, but yes, let's laugh at whores. Thank you, Turtle Steel Shell. Pants Maestro still predicting that $60 loss. By the way, Pants Maestro, thank you. I appreciate what you're doing. See if it works. Guys, knock out that goal and make Pants Maestro eat his words. He says we're having a $60 loss. Let's have some pay pigs tonight. We're about an hour into the show. I say we should get under 150 by the end of the hour. That would help immensely. We lost by $50 this morning. Trying not to lose by any again tonight. I found you guys your new favorite show. And I'm really worried this is going to get us demonetized tonight, but what are you going to do? They don't fuck around on TLC. $2 from 383 Novocaine says Aaron wanted to go down on her after the 1,050 song. Two things you have to admit. One, failed gay ops against the toe is a win. And number two, nobody takes a fucking ribbing quite like the toe. I'm pretty fucking good to you guys. And you're pretty good to me, especially when you knock out the goal. All right, let's go ahead. This is a new show from TLC. This is a novel concept. You guys are going to love this. Very novel concept. This is very groundbreaking, very creative. They're going to follow a chick with Tourette's around. That's it. That's the show. There's there's nothing after that. They're not like chasing a cure, finding out how Tourette's is caused and how to reverse it. They're literally, they're going to bring a bunch of cameras. They're going to follow a girl with Tourette's around and watch her go, diddly fuck. Watch, for your viewing pleasure, the newest TLC show. Fucking with people with Tourette's.
Tap that wiener, tap the rotisserie chicken. And scene. Off. My name is Balin. I'm 21 years old, and I have Tourette syndrome. In a little baby weenie.
See, now, I hate to be skeptical, but I am a product of the modern age. And I have to say, when I see shit like this, I instantly go, she could just fake all this. Like, if you're going to do a story about someone with Tourette's, the person with Tourette's could just fake. And, this is like accusing someone with a GoFundMe of faking cancer. You have to be careful because if you're wrong, you look like a fucking cunt. But if you're right, you could just play this up. They can go, cut. Hey, could you throw in a rat-ass titty fuck? On this one, we would appreciate. Rat ass titty fuck is one we'd really like for the online version.
Spotted alone in a safari, an itchy baby weenie. Sorry, I'm excited. F off.
I think this would also been what happened if you would have given Amy Winehouse in her prime of reality show. I don't think it's that much different. I have a guy we could throw at him for the Tourette's show.
Like an Amish lady on a butter churn, and she's got 20 kids and they're out of butter and it's breakfast time.
Tourette syndrome is a neurological, involuntary motor and vocal disorder.
Cunt, fuck, piss, shit. See, I could do that. You could give me this show and I could just do weird fucking Tourette's-y things.
That is chronic. Chronic dick. Slap that wiener. Wrap that wiener. Tap that wiener.
That actually wasn't a Tourette's tick. She just talks like that.
Tourette syndrome causes me to have tics, and tics are sudden twitches, sounds, or movements that
This is what's kind of bullshit about Tourette's. I'm not saying that it's a fake disease or anything like that. I'm not going off the reservation here. But Why is it always fuck, shit, piss, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, tits? Like, why is it always a George Carlin bit that they do when they have a tick? I mean, are there people who have ticks where they go, the Vikings are going to win the Super Bowl this year? Well, I guess they wouldn't say anything that fucking embarrassing, but like, why is it? I don't know. It's not that I'm accusing her of faking or even playing it up for the cameras, but like, it's always like, fuck, asshole, dick, slap the wiener. Ugh. By the way, don't clip that.
Do repetitively. Stupid. When I get the urge to tick, it feels like my skin is crawling and it's very, very itchy. After I do the tick or release the tick, the urge goes away.
So it's like the OnlyFans girl, but with dicks instead of ticks. Like, she gets the urge to fuck. She fucks 1,057 dudes in 12 hours. The demon is gone. She just has to say, fuck, slap that wiener. Okay.
My ticks can come from anything. Anything I see, hear, smell, think about, make it wobble. Make it wobble. Make it wobble. Like that, because I'm thinking about that.
That would be terrible if you're like your boyfriend, you guys are hooking up, and she goes, tiny cock, barely feel it. Tiny cock, barely feel it. Tiny cock. Like, oh my God, you saying I have a small dick? No, I'm just releasing a tick. That's all it is. Not a big deal.
I'm trying not
Faking it, faking it, fuck, faking it.
to look at him.
Try not to look at who.
Him! Because every time I see a bald person, I have to tell them that they're bald. So, you're bald. The most random things can become a tick. Or tick.
Okay, I have an idea, guys, for this show. I have an idea. So when she sees a bald cameraman, she has to tell him he's bald. We got to get nothing but black cameramen. It could happen, right? It could look like our Rumble chat by the end of the thing. Pants Maestro says, Aaron, we don't need details about UNSP. That's not very nice at all. You know that's not what I meant. Turd Burglar says April had Tourette's. No, that's not what that. No, that's not what that meant at all. Turtle Steel Shell says, get the urge to tick. That's not how ticks work. Turtle Steel Shell says, okay, she's lying. People are saying she's faking it. Okay. I mean, again, like, I don't trust any reality TV show. So, like, if they're saying cut, and they're like, we're going to do that again, but we want you to have like a weirder, crazier tick, if you will. Like, if that show doesn't do well, on one hand, they're going to be like, oh, you're biased against people with Tourette's. But if it does really well, then we're going to be accused of voyeurism. Like, you just want to stare and laugh at people who have Tourette's. It's like, well, yeah. Like, the only reason people would not watch this show is they don't want to be made to feel bad enjoying it. And if we make it a giant hit, we all look like assholes. You know? So I don't know. I don't think there's a winning play on this one. Now, see, wait a minute. Roots Calhoun, I don't think that you can have ticks when you're typing. I think you're just calling me stupid hair, noodle arms, gay F word, gay F word, gay F word, fuck. I don't think that that's how Tourette's works, where you type it all out. I think you're just using it as an excuse to call me the gay F word a lot. And to be honest with you, it's fucking chicken shit, dude. It's fucking chicken shit. You can do that on your own. Sam Show says, Aaron, that's offensive. What do you know? Maybe that's how it works. Oh, see, now now Roots Calhoun has fucking Tourette syndrome and tics, but his come out with a keyboard, so now I'm an asshole. All right. I got it. People now, Brett Mack in the chat goes, Aaron, he can't help it. Guys, it's Roots. Number one, he's full of shit. Number two, he's an asshole. So even if he does have Tourette's, shouldn't we bully him? I don't like how you guys turn moral when I want to have some fun. All right, 160 away from tonight. Let's get some work done on the goal so we can have ourselves a nice little program tonight. How many Stonies do I have left? How many Stonies can I grift off of? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5 Stonies gift cards for $50. Anybody who throws us 20 or more is getting a gift card to Stoney's tonight. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats. I got to see if Stoney's can bail us out. We're having a bad money week so far. Luckily, we've only missed by $50. I'm hoping we don't miss by any more than that. But thank you guys very much for your support. Now, I know there's a lot of bias against the pineapple on pizza thing. Root says, is Johnny the only one who gets a disabled pass? No, it's not that I won't give out disabled passes. I just don't believe you. I'm calling you a faker. Faker, bellyacher. All right, I know a lot of you, I know people get passionate about this pineapple on pizza thing. I don't know why it became a fucking cultural touchstone. All of a sudden, I, for one, have no problem with it. I think it's fine. It's good. Put a little pineapple on a pizza. It changes things up flavor-wise. But if people went, fucking ban pineapple on pizza, I'm not going to go to war over it. People get fucking passionate one way or the other over the weirdest things. And one of them, like, there are people who are like, you should never be allowed to fucking eat pizza again if you like pineapple on it. Like, Jesus, sorry. Well, apparently there is a British pizzeria, and, like, how bad is British pizza? Because, like, British cooking is dog shit to begin with. So British pizza has to be shit, right? People making bad choices will be punished at one British pizzeria. The owners of Lupa Pizza in Norwich, England, don't want to turn people with bad taste away, but if they insist on making them ruin a pizza with pineapple, they will pay $122. Fuck. Hawaiian pizza, yes, for 100 euros, or pounds, I think it's pounds. Yeah, for 100 pounds, you can have it. Order the champagne, too. Go on, you monster. Yeah, see, like, look, British pizza even looks like shit. It's just, they don't make things right. I don't know what it is. Co-owner Francis Wolf minced no words, saying, I absolutely loathe pineapple on a pizza. Oh, but you're in business. You can just go ahead and just not put it on your pizza. Like, but if your customer comes in, they want to give you money and have you make, you're that against pineapple on a pizza that if someone orders it, you're so disgusted that you have to make that pizza that you now, I can't handle it, man. I can't handle it. Head chef Quinn Gianaran agreed, saying, I love a pina colada, but pineapple on pizza, never. I'd rather put a bloody strawberry on one than that tropical menace. Again, I don't fucking get it. People are mental over this shit. If pineapple, they're good sports and have agreed to deal with the Norwich Evening News to let people decide whether to offer pineapple on pizza, at least as a one-time special, minus the 100-pound fee. If pineapple wins the vote, I'll make it, said Quinn, but I won't be happy about it, and I might charge 200 pounds next time. Yeah, I've never been able to figure out the fascination against pineapple on pizza. Sam Show says they aren't even American. How can they be so bitchy about this? Right? I mean, really, anybody can have anything they want on a pizza, and it's like, I don't understand how a topping that has nothing to do with me and that I'll never have to have on my pizza, I don't understand how it can affect me enough to where I'd be like, what the fuck? Like, okay, if I order a pizza and you put goofy shit on it that I don't like, okay, then now we have something to bitch about. We can argue. I want to get pineapple on my pizza. I wouldn't have the energy to argue with someone. Yeah, Treetop Armadillo says pizza gatekeepers are the worst. Yeah, especially Italian pizza gatekeepers. They're, I'm Italian, so that what? That makes you a fucking authority? Come on. First of all, you're a quarter more. We know what your great-great-grandma was plowed by. Stop it. Second of all, who gives a shit? It's pizza. That's what it's for. It's a saucy cheese plate that you can... Pizza is supposed to be a food for your imagination. You can make it whatever the fuck you want. Helgi with $2 Says, I guarantee Aaron has already tried Casey's new Italian specialty pizza. I didn't even know they had one. I didn't even know they had a Italian specialty pizza. I know they make an Italian, check this out. They make an Italian King's Hawaiian slider, and they put pineapple on that shit. I don't know if that means anything. Yankee says, I love Brazil nuts on my pizza. That's fine. Just as long as you call them Brazil nuts. I have no problem with that. Rusty Grammar says, Italians aren't purebreds. They are mostly half-breeds. Right. Everybody knows that. Sam Show says, Italians, ironically, have less authority than fucking Mexicans on pizza. I agree with you, Sam Show, but how many times do we have to have this conversation? We're not supposed to call them fucking Mexicans anymore. We agreed that you would control yourself a little bit and you would just call them Mexicans. I mean, I can't make you, but I thought we agreed. No, see, Sam Show, fucking spit like that. That's not. You know what? Go back to what you were doing before. That's better. Pants Maestro says, I have a whole new reason to hate you, Aaron. Well, good, man. Then you know what? I'm doing my job if I'm giving you a whole new reason to hate me. Poe says, when is a pizza? When your hands touch the dough or when it comes out of the oven? Smoke less weed. That would be my answer to that question. Oh, boy. This is going to be fucking maddening. Did you guys know Jimmy Kimmel cried again last night? Yeah. Roots Calhoun says, don't put pineapple on pizza, but up your ass is totally cool. I don't. Am I a bad guy if I say that I'd rather have it on the pizza than up my asshole? I mean, we're talking about like you go with like the spikes of the pineapple facing downward, right? Like we're not going up with the pineapple. Just, I don't know why we need to clarify. I would hope it would go without saying, but it's Roots. So I have no idea. 160 away from today's goal. Do us a favor. Help us out. See if we can knock it out and break our little losing streak here. We won yesterday morning. We won last night. We missed by $50 this morning, and we are down. We've made $40 so far this evening. I know times are tough. If you could dig down deep for the toe. We've got 5 Stoney's gift cards here. You give us $20, we'll give you $50 to Stoney's. Streamlabs, PayPal, Super Chats, Rumble Rants, Venmo, or if you're just feeling generous and want to throw us a couple of bucks, sure would help me feel good. Helgi says, you're fucked. Thank you, Helgi. I appreciate that. Turd Burglar says, Little Nicky says sharp end first with the pineapple up the ass. See, that's just my thing, is that when I think of a pineapple up the ass, I think of Little Nicky. That's, Atomic Ray says, upside down pineapple pizza is the new code word. Sam Show, Nick Ricada told me I could shove a pineapple backwards up my ass. Suffer, bish. I watched that, and you know I love Pod Awful. I love Jesse P.S., but I love the Ethan. I watched the Ethan Ralph thing last night during the commercials of the Vikings game, and I don't know. I didn't get it. Maybe I didn't hang in there long enough, but I've never watched any Dick Masterson, and I've really not watched that much Ethan Ralph. So maybe I'm just not invested enough in the lore. I'm just entertained by Jesse P.S. So maybe the lore doesn't appeal to me enough, but I didn't end up finishing the thing. All right, let's rally up, boys and girls, to see if we can make it another win for the toe tonight. Jimmy Kimmel cried again. This time he was talking about the LA wildfires. This is a tricky one because he's like cloaking himself in the heroes that are battling the wildfires in LA, but he's still being a liberal cuntbag. So, like, I say we still shit on him. Like, I say we still criticize him, make fun of him for crying. Because he's going to cloak himself in the wildfire, and he's going to be like, hey, you can't make fun of me. You can't call me a little bitch for crying during my political attacks because it's a tragedy. Like, his kid gets sick, too. And he'll use it to bitch about, like, a healthcare bill. like legislation that's going through Congress, and he'll use his sick kid as like a reason to cry about the political thing. And then when you try to call him out for being a little fucker about it, people are like, oh, come on. He's got a sick kid. No. All my sympathy in the world goes to Jimmy Kimmel's sick kid. Jimmy's being a piece of shit. I had nothing bad to say about Jimmy Kimmel's sick kid. But fuck him for trying to use the sick kid thing to push some kind of liberal cause agenda. Same thing with this fire shit. He wants to take shots at Trump. He wants to shit all over Trump. That's fine. But don't cry like a bitch and hide behind the wildfires. Talk some shit about Trump. And also, where did the fucking dudes go? Stop it. Like, where did the men go? Like Johnny Carson going on, and like his job was to make us forget about the wildfires, forget about all the bad shit, and laugh at stuff. And some nights that job is tougher than others, but he always did it. Now it's like a race to estrogen for these fucking guys, with the exception of Gutfeld, and really that's about it. And this is the wildest part. I remember when Kimmel was looked at as the edgy one. Kimmel used to be the guy where you're like, hey, at least he's not fucking playing, slumber party games like Jimmy Fallon, or at least he's not being a liberal cockbag like Colbert. Now he's just another bought and paid for shill. Trump broke these guys a little bit. COVID finished them off. Let's go to Kimmel crying about the wildfires while also sneaking shots in at Trump.
As you know, it has been a very scary, very stressful, very strange week here in LA, where we work, where we live, where our kids go to school. We are back in our studio, which we had to evacuate on Wednesday. That's our building right there, the El Capitan. That is how close this fire was to our theater here. Many of us had to leave our homes in a hurry. Some of our coworkers lost their homes. That's Hollywood. It's been terrible. It's been a terrible. Everyone.
All right. So far, this is fine. So far, he's being a little emotional. This is taking a toll on him. But it's about to take a turn, and it's about to get political. And it's like, if you want to cry about the wildfires, you want to show emotion on TV, that's fine. If you want to sneak a fucking political agenda in there, cut the bullshit.
Who lives in the city knows someone, most of us, multiple people, families, friends, colleagues, neighbors whose houses burned down. And the truth is, we don't even know if it's over. We had 100-mile-per-hour winds fueling this nightmare. As of tonight, the winds are back. And I think I speak for all of us when I say it has been a sickening, shocking, awful experience, but has also been, in a lot of ways, a beautiful experience.
Okay.
Because once again, we see our fellow men and women coming together to support each other. People who lost their own homes were out volunteering in parking lots, helping others who lost theirs. And tonight...
So I'm ready to feel sorry for Jimmy Kimmel. Wow, this is a really nice tribute. You know, hey, we're going to have a fun, jokey show tonight. It's going to be great. And you're like, wow, Jimmy's going to cry, and he's going to have a real heartfelt moment, and he's not going to take some political cheap shot or be a total twat that makes the thing look self-serving. We've only got 24 seconds left. I think this is going to be genuine.
I don't want to get into all the vile and irresponsible and stupid things our alleged future president and his gaggle of scumbags.
Wow, fucking hell. Like, that's like, it's a countdown with these people. You know what? They should be on TLC. They should be on the Tourette's show. Jimmy Kimmel should be on the show with the girl with Tourette's, where she's going, fuck, penis, lick, wiener, wiener lick, fuck, piss, shit. Kimmel should be on there going, nice things, platitudes, wonderful sentiments. Trump, cocksucker, piece of shit. Trump, God, asshole, fake president, fuck him. These guys can't help themselves. And it makes the genuine moment you just had now look like you were just using it to sneak in some political cheap shot into Donald Trump. When you want to sit here and criticize Donald Trump, you look at this wildfire your liberal politicians have fucking caused while your mayor was in fucking Wakanda. While your governor was busy styling his hair, and while your fire chief was more worried about the percentages of genders and races that were employed by the fire department, You guys weren't clearing brush. You weren't irrigating Los Angeles because a couple minnows might fucking die. And you're going to skip over all that shit while you're sobbing like a bitch to take shots at Trump? Dude, you know, I have a lot of respect for some of these lefties who have come out during this fire and been like, our leadership fucking sucks. The mayor should be thrown out. Gavin Newsom fucking stinks. But there's still delusional lefties like Jimmy Kimmel out there who were like, oh, yeah, and you know something else? Trump. Bro, Trump's not even in there yet. And even your own shitbag governor has been like, Donald's offered help. Donald's offered to, you know, give us a hand, whatever. Like, he's not even in office and he's trying to do shit. But you just can't help yourself. Like, you got to wonder, like with Alec Baldwin, Robert De Niro, Jimmy Kimmel, like, did he fuck your wives? What's the deal here, boys?
Chose to say during our darkest and most terrifying hour, the fact that they chose to attack our firefighters, who apparently aren't white enough to be out there risking their lives on our behalf, it's disgusting, but it's not surprising.
What a piece of shit. And by the way, that's not what anyone's doing. We're saying the policies of the fire department. The policies that the fire department have pursued have led to you not having the best preparation for these wildfires, because you guys were more concerned about making sure all the percentages match up and making sure you had enough of this group and that group and that group, rather than, should we have the best firefighters? Should we make sure our fucking fire hydrants have enough water when there is a wildfire? Should we be clearing brush? Should we be trying to, the rainwater that came in over the summer, should we be saving that or just releasing it into the ocean? No. You know what we should do? We should be going after Trump. And we should be lying and saying Trump said our firefighters aren't white enough. Jesus. Vadam with $5 says, Aaron, did you see Adam Carolla talking about the wildfires and Mel Gibson talking about them? Yeah, I saw both of those guys commenting on the fires, and I pretty much agree with them. It's like, if you want to criticize your leadership, go ahead. But, like, Trump doesn't have anything to do with this. Trump isn't in office till next Monday. So this idea that he has anything that he can, like, step in and do, it just looks like you crying like a baby, whining about the wildfires, which is fine. And then afterwards, taking all that goodwill you've built up and throwing it away by taking some shitty cheap shot at what? A guy, again, what did he do? Fuck your girlfriend? What's the personal beef? Meanwhile, these are the things Trump is writing about the wildfires. Fire is spreading rapidly for 3 days. Zero containment. Nobody has ever seen such failed numbers before. Gross incompetence by Gavin Newsom and Karen Bass. And Biden's FEMA has no money, all wasted on the Green New scam. LA is a total wipeout. Okay, fair. And also, Trump's not going on TV whining and sobbing and crying before he Trump just goes out there and just starts taking shots at people. Then he said the fires are still raging in LA. The incompetent politicians have no idea how to put them out. Thousands of magnificent homes are gone, and many more will soon be lost. There is death all over the place. This is one of our worst catastrophes in the history of our country. It would be funny if he went, it's almost as bad as January 6th. They just can't put out the fires. What's wrong with them? Well, clearly, Donald, that was you saying they're not white enough. I mean, does Jimmy Kimmel, is this like the gimmick now? Is that all this is? Is the Jimmy Kimmel crying thing just like, hey, that's what I do? Like, Jimmy Fallon gets really shit-faced and Jimmy Fallon plays like karaoke time in pajamas with his guests. Stephen Colbert whines and complains about Congress all the time. Jimmy Kimmel cries about tragedies and then shits on Trump. Is that like everybody has to have their hook? All right. 155 away from today's goal. Thank you guys very much. Really don't want to take 2 L's in one day. I really appreciate that you guys came up big for us on the morning show this morning and helped us knock that out. We got nothing in the PayPal, nothing in Venmo, nothing in Streamlabs this evening. If you want to chip in and help us out there, boy, we sure would appreciate it. We'd thank you very much, and it would help keep this show on the air. So 155 is the number, and if you'd like to throw in, now is the time. Streamlabs, PayPal, Super Chats, Venmo, Rumble Rants. There's no number too small to help out the toe, if you could. We got more Diddy accusers. We tried to get to this morning, but as I said before, we failed the goal. Steel Toe's been, I got to be honest. If you're a Steel Toe hater, these last couple weeks have been pretty good. I think we failed on 3 goals in 7 days, I think. From last Tuesday to this Tuesday, we've missed 3 goals. Now, we went over on Friday, and that helped soften the blow. I think we lost like somewhere between $20 and $40 last week. That's, it's livable. But yeah, $50 down from this morning, and then whatever we end up down tonight, hopefully we don't end up down tonight. Hopefully we knock out all of them, and I do extra shows tomorrow. But certainly I'm going to have to do more content for you guys. Certainly I'm going to have to earn it. Obviously, losing a lot is not an option to keep this program on the air, so I'm not going to bitch about it. I'm not going to complain. The thing is, got to make money, so what do people do in their jobs? If you want to make money, you got to work more. So hopefully we're earning your contributions. Pants Maestro says down 60. I hope we end up, I'm at the point now where I hope we end up down 60. Especially if you're an OG. We got all the drama horse shit. We got the celebrating done right at the beginning, and now we've been going into the other stuff. Help us out. Throw in a few bucks. We're offering some Stonies. Apparently people don't want the Stonies anymore. I think anybody who wants Stonies has gotten it. But help us out. I think if you don't like this show, if I'm your white whale, if I'm your big boogeyman, which I am for a lot of people, it's that's the persona that I put out there, so that's totally fair. You're getting a lot of wins out of me lately, which sucks for me, but it's good for you. If you're someone who, like me, doesn't like that those people have been getting wins lately, help us out, throw us a few bucks, another win for the toe, and in this next half hour, let's make $155 and KO it. We got a wildfire of L's going on this show. The accusations against Diddy keep stacking up, and now he's facing another SA lawsuit by a Jane Doe. I still don't know how I feel about that Jane Doe stuff. Like, there's something about... I feel like when you let these women come forward and not put their names out there, I understand both sides of the argument, because Diddy and Jay-Z's lawyers are now saying, Your Honor, do not let these lawsuits go forward unless these women reveal their names. And that's kind of where we're at right now. On one hand, I understand these victims could be traumatized. The accused are very wealthy. They could have them harassed, whatever. I'm sensitive to that part. But also, the accusations that you're throwing out there are very, very serious, and they destroy people's lives. So I feel like you should have to put your name on it as well. So I get both sides, and I don't envy the judge who has to make a decision. I just feel like allowing them to be anonymous encourages more accusations to come forward that may be a little more frivolous than others, if that makes sense. But I will say this, with all the people who are accusing Diddy, they can't all be lying. Like, I know that not everybody tells the truth. Lord knows we've got a lot of very famous cases, especially since the Me Too movement, where guys have been dragged through the mud and the women turned out to be lying. I mean, the Johnny Depp thing, the Indian comic. When I think Indian now, I can only think of Kash Patel and Vivek Ramaswamy. The skinny little fucking shit. Aziz Ansari. Aziz Ansari got some accusations that turned out to be nothing more than he wanted to finger pop a chick. She said no, so he goes, why don't you head home? Which is like not the most gentlemanly move in the world, but it's not illegal. But the Diddy thing, where there's smoke, there's fire. I mean, it's to me, the Diddy thing is reaching Cosby levels of accusations where, okay, let's be as generous to this asshole as we can and say that like half of them are lying. That's still a shitload of really bad stuff that he did. So I don't think it's a question of whether or not Diddy did anything wrong. I think we all know he did. I think it's a matter of whether or not anything's going to come of it. Now, they have, like, apparently in the criminal case, they have videos and they have all kinds of evidence, and they're pretty sure they've got Diddy nailed. In the civil case, I don't know how much evidence these women have. Gordy, go lay down, bud. You're distracting the shit out of me, and I'm taking a fucking serious L tonight. Go lay down, bud. Go lay down. He's just, I have terrible ADHD when it comes to doing the show. Like, I kind of have to be, like, in the studio, just, like, focused on the thing. And, like, when Gordy's sitting there staring at me, it fucks me up so bad. Go lay down, bud. Go lay down. Daddy's not making any money tonight. And Daddy didn't hit his goal this morning either. Yeah. Daddy's a failure. Daddy lost his radio job 4 years ago. And he's trying to get back in because the internet is fucking insane and full of double-digit IQ crazy people who are obsessed with your dad. But until then, Dad has to shake a little tin can on the internet to try and make enough money to pay the bills. So he's fucking pathetic. So I need you to fuck off so I can do my show. I'm very distracted. Yeah, Rusty Grammer says, fake donos for Gordy. Yes, please. Fake donos for Gordy would be great. I am starting to settle in on the idea that we're not making shit and we're going to take a huge L tonight. And it's kind of, these losses are starting to add up. You know, the little ones are not bad. Like I always say, like, hey, we get into double digit. Like a miss is bad, and it cuts into profit time, which there's not much of. But you start adding them up, and I'm probably a couple days away from starting to get nervous. Like now, good humor, smiles. Hey guys, fucking, it's getting kind of fucking hot here. I have sweat on my forehead, but like I think this keeps up into Thursday. And I think the haters of Steel Toe are really going to have a lot to celebrate. That's for sure. Someone writes in donos for Gordy. That'd be fucking swell. I don't care what you dono for, as long as you dono. 155 away from doing overtime tonight. 205 away from doing a little 1 hour afternoon show for you tomorrow for making up the morning show's miss. So now, in legal documents obtained by TMZ, an unnamed woman has come forward and is suing Diddy and two John Does who she claims were with him. Now, we've already seen Jay-Z get mentioned in these lawsuits. That's the other thing, is like, how many powerful people stand to get really fucked over by this Diddy thing? And are we looking at a possible Epstein situation? Epstein knew a lot of powerful people, and he had a lot of names that a lot of prosecutors would be very interested to hear. They might even be willing to let Diddy be released out of prison by the time he's an old man if he were willing to give some of those names up. Those would be high-profile callers for the DA. So if you're a lot of these, like, look, all these fucking pieces of shit know what they did at these Diddy parties. So if you're worried about, you know, Diddy ratting, if you're worried about Diddy going Frank Pantangeli on your ass, you better either, you know, make sure he's well taken care of, or you'd better take care of him. Because there's a lot of John Does in these lawsuits, and I feel like there's going to be a lot of John Does in that criminal case, and at some point in those cases, those John Does are going to have to be identified. We're already thinking that one of them is Jay-Z, because he's named in one of the lawsuits. Oh, boy. Andrew says, is there any expenditure on your show you could cut? Well, our ad revenue has been going up lately, so I was able to drop the morning show goal by, was it 20 or $30 every day? And that hasn't really helped because, yeah, we're just taking a high, hard one. I think we kind of need to lean on the OGs for right now because, like, let's be honest. The Rekieta stuff is dropping off. Like, nobody cares about that anymore. It's boring. It's wrapping up. It's just about done. And I'm tired of it, to be honest with you. So our numbers are definitely settling back down to where they've always been. You know, about 8. Well, they're a little up because we used to be at like 700 every day, Rumble and YouTube. Now we're at like between 800 and 900. Like on good days, we're 550 YouTube, 4 something Rumble. But on normal days, it's like 375 at our peak on Rumble, 500 YouTube. So it's between 800 and 900. We're definitely starting to settle in. And we're just hoping we can ride this out. And because we went on a tear there, man, from like June to December, it was like 99% of our goals were getting hit. And now in the new year, and then we had a fucking great Christmas and a ridiculous New Year's. It was great. And now things have slowed down. People have a little less money, and it's every business feels it this time of year, except in Minnesota, car repair and towing places. Red Fox Mad with $4.99 says, everyone write in with money and send a new job idea that Aaron could do. I say truck driver. I don't care how it comes in. Just stop the bleeding for the old toe, you know? Even if you take pity on the toe, that's fine too. 150 away from tonight. Pants Maestro says it was great. Really? Yeah. No, I mean, the numbers were very good. Like, the money was very good. Yeah, it was, believe me, I see them. I liked them. That's for sure. So, yeah, 150 away from tonight. Let's knock that out. And Aaron, is your leg shaking? Yes, I can hear it in my headphones. My leg's tapping the wire a little bit. Now we have Diddy's defense. So all these people have been able to come out now with their accusations and their lawsuits and everything else. Now Diddy says that the prosecution has evidence that's going to exonerate him. Oh, by the way, Loaded Wrench with $2 says pie taster. Thank you, buddy. Professor Tie-Dye with $5 says, Aaron, is it true you don't have facial hair from getting crabs on your facial hair from going down on too many crab buffet women? This seems more realistic than you hooking up with a drag queen. Thank you. Honestly, I'm shameless. I just want to stop the bleeding. I want to stop missing these goals because we've been missing quite a bit. Vince Griswold says, hype train for money. Oh, that's right. I was going to do a hype train tonight because Chad said that I abandoned the hype train. I haven't abandoned the hype train. We have rules for the hype train, and we haven't met them yet. There have to be 7 $5 gives or more in 5 minutes for us to hit the hype train. So what are we at? 1, 2, 3. Like, we've had 3 in the last 1 minute. So if in the next 4 minutes we have 4 or more $5 gives, we've got ourselves a steel toe hype train, boys and girls. All right, 145 away from tonight's goal. Shut me up, stop my begging ass, and throw in some money to PayPal, Streamlabs, or Venmo. And let's see if we can get a win. Turd Burglar says he actually called you a bitch and said your hype train sucks. I know. What am I going to say, though? Like, what can you say when you're fucking in a slump like I am? Like, I'm can't be delusional. We're fucking in a slump right now. We've never missed 3 goals in a week before. And in the last 7 days, like, if we miss tonight, that's 3. No, that's 4. Fuck, bro. Let's get this thing moving. Streamlabs, PayPal, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. Like, Andrew's son's one of those guys who's like, hey, it's fucking Johnny's fault, man. Well, there's no Johnny tonight. I'm getting my fucking ass kicked. So now Diddy is saying that the freak-off videos that the government is trying to use against him actually prove his innocence. So, like, because this asshole videotaped all the fucking that was going on because he's so goddamn smart. That now he says, oh, actually, you know what, guys? The tapes that you have of me with all the baby oil and the freak-offs and the parties, it actually shows that I'm a super good guy and I didn't commit any crimes. Diddy, unless these girls can show ID retroactively on screen, I still think you might be fucked, buddy. But then again, like, you got to have some kind of defense, right? You can't just be, you can't just be like, oh boy, I guess I'm fucking guilty. I did it. Like, you have to mount some kind of defense. Diddy's defense team says that the 9 so-called freak-off videos that the feds are making a big deal about, Diddy's attorneys say the content on the tapes amounts to private sexual activity between fully consenting adults in a long-term relationship. Wow. Whoa. That's what we're going with? No, Your Honor. Of course it wasn't just a bunch of us getting together, rubbing baby oil on each other and fucking gratuitously. It was a loving relationship between consenting adults and, we'd go to Hy-Vee afterwards. Diddy, do yourself a favor, buddy. Diddy dumb, Diddy do. Get all your friends together. Let the ones that you're going to rat out know that they should probably get the fuck off out of the country. And that it might just be time to rat on them. Give the prosecutors what they want. Throw out some names. Try to save the people you can. I don't know if this whole, freak off baby oil sex tape deal was just, boyfriends and girlfriends making love. I don't know if that's going to square, buddy. All right, let's go to Anonymous Pity Dono with $5. He says the haters would miss this show if it was gone. I'm convinced that the haters would miss this show more than the people who like us do, to be honest with you. Final Boss with $1.99 says, KB drop, please. You got it.
Wow.
There you go. Professor Tie-Dye with another $5. So that means what? 2 more $5 gives in the next minute? And we've got ourselves a hype train? Okie dokie. Professor Tie-Dye with $5. He says, job idea, bitch-made internet talk show host who moonlights as a boxing instructor. I say horrible things because it toughens you up. It's not as abusive as it sounds. That's nice. So I get hit with a fucking wrench and you tell me, no, it's good for you. It toughens you up. This is like your version of a boy named Sue. I get it. Jake with $5 over on PayPal. Thank you so much, buddy. That helps as well. One more. We get one more $5 drop. We got 20 seconds and then we start a hype. 30 seconds and we start a hype train. If we get one more $5 or more in the next 20 seconds, we've got ourselves a hype train and we're 130 away from tonight's goal. All right. We've got 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's hit refresh on everything. Are we getting a hype train or no? One dono away from a hype train. Shit. Didn't get it. Didn't get the hype train. Oh, well. 130 away from tonight's goal. We got a little bit closer. Hopefully. Oh, wait. Big Chris with $5. You know what? I think that means hype train. Everybody get on the hype train. Let's get our music. Off we go. I got my train horn. Yeah! Everybody throw in your super chats and your rumble rants and your PayPals. We're going on the fucking hype train, baby. Fuck Chad Zumach's hype train. That gay shit with his Jane Fonda. We got white boy dancing. We've got a horn. He doesn't have a fucking horn. Show me a horn, Zumach, you bitch-made conductor. Conductor of the year on the hype train right here. Professor Tie-Dye is on the hype train. He says you like cum. Look, people harass the conductor from time to time on the hype train. It happens. Who's getting on the hype train? And who's throwing money at the hype train? And what message would you like to send for the hype train? Get after it. Here we go. We got this and we got the can rattling segment. Hype train time, baby. No losers on the hype train. Just the winners. Throw a little money in my hand. Throw another log on the fire. It's a steam-powered locomotive, don't you know? It's not cum-powered. Like everybody on the hype train says, like cum, it's steam, and we want respect. All right. Hop on the old hype train. Don't make Zumach's hype train better than mine. Bouncing Toast becoming a member on the hype train says, I like cum too. No! Guys, this is not the I like cum hype train. No. Teddy Schleifer with $5.49. He's on the hype train. 120 away from tonight's goal as the hype train continues. Who else is jumping on? Only winners on the hype train. The conductor really wishes you would stop making cum accusations. But hey, beggars can't be choosers. Hype train continuing on. More wins for the toe. That's what we're looking for. Holy shit, the train isn't pulling into the station for another minute. My lost interest, he gives a membership on the hype train. Get out of the way. Oh no, there's a John Gall Bunny on the hype train. Get off the tracks. They're going to accuse me of a hate crime. Bouncing Toast with $5. The horn's running out of juice on the hype train. No, Sam Show, I said juice. 1:15 away from the goal as we cut into it on the train. There's only one hype train, baby, and it's the Steel Toe hype train. All aboard! Zumach's hype train is for queers. If you agree, hop on our hype train, baby. Big Chris is on the hype train with 5 gifted memberships. 105 away from tonight's goal because of the hype train. There are kids with a basketball on the goddamn tracks. It's a good thing we're pulling into the station. Thank you for the hype train, boys and girls. I will admit this. I need to get cool videos and shit like Zumach has. If I get cool videos and shit like Zumach has, I'm going to pass him up in the hype train business. That's for goddamn sure. Well, thank you guys very much for that. 105 away from tonight's goal. Now in 5 minutes, when we rattle the cans and see what we can do, maybe we can get another win for the toe. That would be nice. Chad Zumach saying that I quit the hype train. I don't quit shit. I mean, all right, fine. I did quit the Vikings game at the end of the third quarter last night. Other than that, I don't quit shit. I did quit watching when they got blown out by the Lions. All right, that's it. But that's it. That's all I really like. Lopsided football games. That's it. I don't quit the fucking hype train. I have to have the proper inspiration for a hype train. That's all. Bouncing Toast with $5 says, does the man train start after the hype train? I don't do man trains. So I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know what you're talking about. Bouncing Toast. I wouldn't know what a man train is. Thank you very much. I don't care how you try to hurt my feelings. I will survive. Because I'm a hype train conductor. That's what I do. All right, we got Steve Bannon going nuclear on Elon Musk for overtime tonight if we can get there. Remember, if we get inside of $50, we do the overtime on credit and we beg you a little more. Otherwise, we're about a hundo away. Somebody wants to get Christmas-style generous tonight over on PayPal, Streamlabs, or Venmo. We can knock out this 100 in no time. Do what you can. Hey, Gordy. Easily distracted, buddy, remember? I hate this. CNN's ranting and raving today about Prince Harry and Meghan Markle making a surprise appearance at the wildfires like it's a fucking concert. Oh, they're trying to comfort people affected by the wildfires. I don't know. I feel like the best way for these two attention whores to help out with the wildfires is to just stay the fuck away. Like, I just feel like the more of these celebrities that come in and they're like, I want to show my support for the... Well, then go help Steve Guttenberg move people's cars. That's how you can help. But, like, showing up with camera crews and, like, doing photo ops and shit, it's just shitty. You know, either help or don't, but don't do this thing where you're like, oh, look, we're here. It seems inauthentic when you have to announce your presence at something like that. Bouncing Toast with $5 says, you don't know what a man train is. What are you doing after the show? I'm going to my girlfriend's house, I promise. I swear I'm going to my girlfriend's house. Why don't you believe me? Why don't you believe that I'm going to see my girlfriend after the program? I don't understand it. Bigot on socialist media. Oh, shit, I missed a bunch of them on the hype train. My Rumble chat wasn't updating. Oh, my God. Rust Belt with $5 says, job idea, cryobank collection attendant. Bigot on socialist media with $5. And Atomic Ray gifting a membership on the hype train. Thank you very much, buddy. Thank you. That means we're $90 away from today's goal. Jesus Christ, you guys. We can do this, you know. A couple of big drops in the old PayPal bucket, and we've got this thing hammered out. It is doable. $90 away from tonight's goal and getting back on the winning side for the toe. All right, guys, here we go. 5 minutes left. Put the money in the hat and let's call it a win. What do you say? A little mood music, please. If we could get a little mood music for the last 5 minutes. No, not this. Not this. No. Not this song. Could we not do this? Could we play something else, please? I don't. There's something about the. No. Can we? No. That is not. Hey guys, we'll work out this music thing right now. Streamlabs, PayPal, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. No, that's not. It's not what I feel like doing. I promise. $5 from Vadam says, job idea, ass model. Thank you. That's creepy and complimentary at the same time. Professor Tie-Dye with $1 says, Aaron doesn't quit things that matter like hype trains. He does quit things that suck like cocaine, swinging, drinking cum, the Vikings, and his marriages. I guess I am the petitioner in both of my divorces, aren't I? $85 away from today's goal. Let's do it, boys and girls. $85 away. $80 away. Camel Toe with $5 says, appreciate the show. Thank you, Camel Toe. We appreciate Camel Toe here on Steel Toe. $80, guys. $80 away from another win for the toe and getting back in the win column. What do we got? 4 minutes left? 4 minutes left. You know what? I think we can do another song. I think we can do better than this. I think we can do better as far as songs go. Let's find another song that's good for the rally. No, this isn't good. Vadam with $5. Thank you very much, Vadam. 75 away from another win for the toe. 3 minutes left. It can be done. If we get 25 in, we're extending it another half hour. You lucky fucks. $75. Everybody rally up. We can do it. Here on the toe. This is not appropriate. Yankee says the PayPal link isn't working. What? That can't be true. Let's see. All Uh-oh. He might be right. Streamlabs, Steel Toe Media Inc. on Venmo. Oh, that's not helpful. But people have been contributing tonight, using it. What did I say? We were $70. Was it 70? 75 away from tonight. Let's reload that and see if it works. This song is really fucking bad, you guys. Like, that's really... Oh, it's not working. PayPal is not working at the moment. Holy shit. I see now mine works here, but the donation link doesn't work. You're right. Rust Belt says, everyone test out Venmo. That's what we're going to do. Everyone go to Steel Toe Media Inc. on Venmo. Test it out that way. $60 from Sanford Son. Oh my goodness. We take 40 of that. 35 away from another win for the toe. He says one less L for the toe. Holy shit, guys. $35 away. Let's do it. Thank you, Sanford Son, for the big $60 drop. Holy balls. 35 away from another win for the toe. Do it. Do it. We've got 1 minute left. 1 minute to go. MSO says, fake. It's not fake. It's a $60 super chat. It's right there. Can't be fake. I'm showing it to you. It's right there. $35 away from hammering it out. 30 seconds to go. Test out the Venmo. Test out like $900 on Venmo and see if it goes through. I think that's the move to make. That'll make sure that we know it's working properly. All right, guys, we got 20 seconds left to go. Everybody throw in $35 left. And we've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're still alive. Still alive, and our PayPal link went down in the middle of that whole thing. So I think we would have gotten the win for the toe had the link been working. But either way, I mean, shit. We're only $35 away. We can use that Rumble. We can use that Venmo. We can use all kinds of things to get another win for the toe. Yeah, mine's still working. Mine's still working on my phone. Mine's still working on my, what do you call it? My, when I go into my actual account. But going into the donation part is all fucked up. And here on Twitter, it does say that it's they're experiencing some issues. Oh, well. Well, try Venmo. Steel Toe Media Inc. on Venmo. Try Rumble. Try YouTube. Let's knock out that last 35. Thank you, Sanford Son, for that big $60 drop. That was huge, buddy. I appreciate it. Let's do this Bannon thing. So apparently Bannon went off on Elon, which, you know, it's over the H-1B visa thing, and I feel like that's pretty much died down. I feel like all the MAGA people have, I feel like the MAGA people have kind of, if not forgiven Elon Musk, I feel like they've kind of done a forgive and forget kind of a thing. I don't think they were at each other's throats a while back. It was bad. Like, they were like, oh, he's a fucking traitor to MAGA. He's a piece of shit. Fuck it. And Vivek Ramaswamy. And then Ramaswamy and Musk were going back at the MAGA people, being shitty to them. And it's like, look, this isn't gonna go well. Oh my God. Biden crime family with $40 PayPal is working. Biden crime family with $40 says this should finish it off. Goal.
Pay that man his money.
Pay that man his money.
Like an Amish lady on a butter churn, and she's got 20 kids and they're out of butter and it's breakfast time.
Another win for the toe. We broke the loss. Oh, my goodness. Oh, thank you very much, Biden crime family, for that W for the toe. Oh, now the donation link is working. So that was a very short-term problem that we were experiencing. I did say that if you guys knocked out the 50 that we missed by this morning, that I would give YouTube and Rumble a special 1 hour, let's call it 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 1 hour show. MSO, oh, are you being serious, MSO? You didn't know? We did talk about it today. He says, I was wondering what happened to Johnny. Oh, I'm sorry. We did talk about it a little bit earlier. I'm sorry if you weren't here. We're celebrating a couple W's today. We got Melton and his cronies were trying to get us canceled from the gym. Gym owner got our back. Did lecture me to take my fucking Safe Sport thing. It also allowed me to show the receipt for renewing my coach's membership, my athlete membership. Got to own them on that one. Another win for the toe, baby. That felt good. So with Johnny, though, the issue is, so we're celebrating a win for the toe and a failed cancellation attempt. More gay ops from that crowd. I just get them. It's beyond rent-free in their head at this point. I own their souls. I own their world. And there's a sick, perverse part of me that enjoys it. But as far as Johnny goes, on a more, I don't want to say on a more negative note because he'll be fine. Johnny's legs locked up again. Johnny had a little MS bout today, and he took a spill, and it caused him to hit his head, and he's going to take tomorrow morning off, which I'm totally fine with. It's just, man, that fucking disease, it just rears up every once in a while, and it just goes and gets you. What do we got here? We got, oh my God. Zumak. All right. Oh, wow. Zumak is backing me in a fight. Absolutely. Once the criminal investigation is over, and if there are no protective orders in place, I can. Right now, when I went to a not wise, but you are right. It would be light work. There we go. And just have to make sure. There we are. Boom. Chad Zumock tweeting at me for the first time. Thank you, buddy. All right. Johnny K says, I love this Johnny K account, by the way. Johnny K with 199 says, I may feel up for it in the morning, actually. Oh, okay. Well, thank you, Johnny. That's great. I like that. What was the one thing that Johnny K account got me with? It was, oh, fuck. I can't remember. Johnny K, if you remember, let me know. It was, I was grifting. I was doing a funny grift on Johnny, and then that Johnny K account was like, no, actually, I'm fine. Don't worry about it. And I was like, Johnny, fuck you. And then I clicked on the account, and it wasn't him. And I'm like, fuck, that little bastard got me. I got gotten. So I want to find this Bannon rant. I got distracted. Chad Zumock tweeted at me for the first time ever. Bannon Musk. I want to see him go after Elon. The quote was, I will have Elon Musk run out of here by Inauguration Day, Bannon said. He will not have a blue pass to the White House. He will not have full access to the White House. He will be like any other person. Now, see, I don't think this is a good thing for Team Trump. I think Elon is a good asset to have. I know that numero uno Josh Denny fan, he's been bragging it up the last couple of weeks. He's like, Imholt, I told you from the very beginning, this fucking Musk is a snake. He's not a MAGA guy. He's an opportunist. He's just doing this to enrich himself, and he's going to try and get Trump's ear and make him do what he wants him to do. And then Elon came out with this, H-1B visas rule. They're fucking awesome. It brings the best of the best here. And then people in the tech industry were like, no, it doesn't. It brings fucking cheap labor from India over. Sometimes they don't even come over. They just e-commute. And so all the money we pay them doesn't go into an American worker's pocket and into the American economy. It goes to fucking Punjab. And, where we can play Pindia and see a bunch of rubble or shit everywhere. So then people started pointing that out. So what's the cope that Elon Musk does? He goes, you guys are all just a bunch of retarded racists. Yeah, that's it. We want Americans to have jobs before we ship them overseas and then call them H-1B visas. We'd rather have people who speak the language and appreciate and understand the culture working on big projects rather than bringing people in because they'll work for 60 cents on the dollar. Yeah, no, you're right. It's all racism. It's all bigotry. I thought Elon was against all that coping bullshit. I thought Elon was against calling everyone racist who disagrees with him. But now when it's okay for him to do it, then it's all right. Then all of a sudden it's just making really good points. And then this motherfucker was so sensitive about getting shit on. I'm not even going to say owned or destroyed because people are allowed to have their opinions on immigration. But he was getting so shit on that unfortunately he pulled a coat move and he went, we're going to be changing the terms of service on Twitter or X. And what we're doing now is we're going to be promoting more posts that are positive, and we're not going to be promoting as many posts that are negative. And it's like, you fucking asshole, you get to decide because you're the sole owner. You get to decide what's positive. More importantly, you get to decide what's negative. So if it's Elon's an asshole and his take on H-1B is bullshit and here's why, all of a sudden that's a negative post and that's not going to get put up there. Oh, I see how it is. Now, Steve Bannon, here's the thing. I know a lot of people, he works with Alex Jones on a lot of stuff and he's had Trump's ear for a long time and people like and they respect Steve Bannon. Problem is, I don't know if Steve Bannon is in the circle as tight as Elon is at this point. I know in 2016 he was, but I don't know about now. He's truly an evil guy, a very bad guy. I made it my personal thing to take this guy down, says Bannon. Before, because he put money in, I was prepared to tolerate it. I'm not prepared to tolerate it anymore. At the heart of the recent clash between Elon Musk and Steve Bannon is the immigration question, and specifically the H-1B visa for skilled immigrants working in specialty occupations, which Musk has said he supports. But for Bannon, the issue is emblematic of a bigger problem in Musk's thinking. Here's what Bannon had to say about the H-1Bs, which I will admit, I came to my audience on this H-1B visa thing, and I said, guys, I am not as well read on this as I should be. I always thought H-1B visas were like the specialty visas for people who were really fucking smart, and we were bringing the best of the best over to come over here and help us out. And Ryobi and a bunch of other people told me, they're like, no, Aaron, that's what they tell you they're doing. But really, it's just another cost-saving measure, and they bring over less qualified workers. They kick more expensive American workers out, and it costs them jobs. I was like, really? So I don't want to take someone's word for it, so I looked into it, and yes, most of the time when someone comes over here on an H-1B visa, they make less money than their American working counterpart. So it is a cost-saving measure. We always have this idea that an H-1B visa person speaks English fluently, is white collar in their country, and is just moving zip codes. That's all they're doing. It's a lot more than that. It's a lot more than that. Now, at the heart of the clash between Musk and Bannon is the H-1B visas for skilled immigrants working in specialty occupations, which Musk says he supports. But for Bannon, the issue is emblematic of a bigger problem in Musk's thinking. This is how Bannon puts it. This thing of the H-1B visas, it's about the entire immigration system is gamed by the tech overlords. They use it to their advantage. The people are furious, Bannon said, noting that 76% of engineers working in Silicon Valley are non-Americans. No blacks or Hispanics have any of these jobs or any access to these jobs. Is that real? 76% of the people working in Silicon Valley are non-American? Dude, that's wrong. That is something that needs to be fixed. How can you be the president of the United States and say that you're here to protect America, protect Americans, you're rooting for America to be number one, yet 76% of the fucking engineering jobs in Silicon Valley are going to foreigners? It's nothing against foreigners. It's just that we should be taking care of our own first. I highly doubt that there are no out-of-work engineers. I have a hard time believing that. So Americans are getting fucked over by these H-1B visas. Ironically, probably by people like Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy. No blacks or Hispanics have any of these jobs or any access to these jobs, Bannon said. Peter Thiel, David Sachs, Elon Musk are all white South Africans, Bannon said. He should go back to South Africa. Well, I can't blame a white guy for not going back to South Africa. He should go back to South Africa. Why do we have South Africans, the most racist people on earth? White South Africans, we have them making any comments at all on what goes on in the United States. See, I feel like the MAGA crowd is going to be way more on Steve Bannon's side than Elon Musk's side. He's throwing them like fucking dripping red meat here. We have been fighting this fight for 10 years, he declared. We are going to expose the entire corruption of the American system, of how money controls everything, and hopefully will inspire you in Italy to wake up. He says, we gave this interview to a Jamaican publication. That's, God damn it, Chad Buzamak. Oh, man. Ever since I brought up that Charlie Day, Always Sunny clip of his friends telling him to tell a girl that he's on a date with that he's a philanthropist, and he goes, I'm a full-on rapist. Just people have been DMing it to me, tweeting it at me. I probably should have kept that one under my hat because it's been showing up a lot in the last 24 hours. I think Bannon's got the right idea on the whole thing. I really do. Sam Show says Bannon is ultimately right. I agree. I think I learned a lot about that H-1B visa throughout this whole thing. And that is the one good thing Elon Musk did. I will say that it woke a lot of people up because Elon just one day started disagreeing, like MAGA people on Twitter. I don't even think they were tweeting at him. People were just going like, H-1B visas, we got to stop them. We got to shut them down. We got to revamp the whole system. You know, that old chestnut. Then Elon decided to jump in and start calling people subtards and racists and shit like that. So that caused people like me to go, wait a minute, H-1B visas, I thought H-1B visas were the good ones. And then you go look into it and you look at the numbers and you look at the data and you're like, oh, fuck, the upper 1%, the fucking corporate interests, they are taking advantage of this H-1B thing and they are just using it to cut costs and trim out American workers. This is bullshit. This should be shut down until we can remake it. Because look, man, if there's a better surgeon somewhere, I want him to come over here. If there's a better engineer somewhere, I want him to come over here. But I don't want him to come over here because we can fuck over some American and pay, we can save 40% by employing this guy. That doesn't help me at all. You can say, oh, well, it lowers prices. But I was used to paying the prices that they are with this American worker, so don't replace them. And then also don't get mad at Americans when they say things like, hey, I think there's a great replacement theory here in the United States. I mean, you can say there's not, but then you can watch what we're doing and how we conduct ourselves. Oh, someone said, I thought you were wearing the Vikings helmet for overtime if the goal was hit. You're right. You have Dan Aykroyd's head with Adam Schiff's face. Just thought you should know. You fucking dick. I really do have Dan Aykroyd's head. Oh, Waylon, thank you. Oh, shit.
Pay that man his money.
Waylon, thank you very much. Should I go get the... I should go get I said I'd wear the horns once we hit the goal. We've hit the goal for about 20 minutes now, and I haven't worn the horns. Let me fire up the music and let me go get them. I got him. There is no way. I don't think I'm getting my headphones on for this. I don't think I'm going to be able to get them back on. Oh, shit.
Pay that man his money.
I got to remember to hit. Yeah. There's no getting the headphones back on with these bad boys. I wasn't wearing this last night. I bought this at a Renaissance festival. A guy makes these by hand. This is authentic ram horn. And then fucking full-on leather. And I think ox fur. Oh, what's ox fur? I don't know. Keep ox warm. Anyway, this is my Vikings hat. McBuster simply says, what the fuck? Waylon says, you didn't read my $5 tip from earlier. I'm sorry. Let me go find it. If I missed it, then I apologize to you personally, sir. I don't see it. Was it a Rumble rant? I read the Dan Aykroyd one. I'm sorry if I missed one, buddy. Chad Buzamok says this is where our goal money goes. Chad Buzamok, I don't know if you heard me, but I saw your Charlie Day gif, and I laughed my fucking balls off. I wish I wouldn't have told you that. Sam Show. Now, I said this was authentic ram horn and real leather. Sam Show responds with, you look like an authentic retard. Oh, no. Helgi says, wearing an authentic ram horn. No wonder you lost to the Rams. Oh, that's a good point. Why did you put ram horns on a Viking thing? Next thing you're going to tell me this is eagle fur. Well, they have feathers. God, I'm a fucking retard. Jesus. Richard Head is telling Waylon that I did indeed. Oh, he says, oh, you read Aykroyd. Sorry, I missed you reading my insult. Oh, no, I laughed my fucking ass off, too. Numero uno Josh Denny fan says, how long is it going to take to realize I'm also right about Chad? I mean, in fairness, numero uno Josh Denny fan, like, if you got Chad and you got Melton, is there really... Unfortunately, Chad's the right choice there. Like, Chad didn't get arrested for having fucking blow in his car and then take $50,000 from his audience. Now, Josh Denny says, your boy Josh Denny says that Melton was not upfront with people exactly what the charges were, exactly how it happened until after he started getting money or until after he got the money, which doesn't surprise us now because he's a fucking dirtbag. But it does show you why he's been run out of every community he's ever tried to grift out of. And he's starting to run himself out of the community he's in now. Because he's, like, now he's doing gay ops and trying to get me canceled on the boxing thing. I mean, he failed miserably. But trying, like, being a part of that, like, the fact that I have to make all of these people who have lined up with Melton, the fact that I have to make them eat their stance on gay ops and contradict themselves shows that I really am that motherfucker. I really am. Yankee says, Renaissance festivals are gay. You get drunk and buy $300 stupid shit. That's true. Yeah, McBuster says Melton is way worse than Chad. Yeah, they both, I mean, look, they both have their problems. But Melton's way worse. Like, Melton is, he's a damaged boy. That's a damaged boy. That's a bullied kid who I don't think got past, like, the 6th grade mentally. And that's why he lashes out so much. Like, the more upset and triggered I make him, the more gay ops he tries to pull and the more desperate he gets. Notice that this trying to get me canceled from boxing thing came after he was informed that that investigation is still going. And I saw that Kiwi Farms was like, Aaron's breaking his lawyer confidentiality. I wasn't talking to my defense lawyer. I was talking to a lawyer I go to. Like, if I need contracts, something like that, I have a friend, and he's an attorney, but he's clued into stuff locally, and he's like, yeah, that shit's still going on. Don't fuck around with those guys. You know, there's a chance that down the road there could be, you know, they might not be allowed to be around you. So there is that. And then there's the PDF stuff as well. So you're talking about a very hurt, injured, damaged individual who wants to make others feel the pain that he feels every day. And he tries to cover it up with the internet because I think the real world hurts too much. How much time do we have? 7 minutes? Oh, God. Do I want to get mad? Do we want to do Rumble chat? Let me know. Watch the first trans U.S. representative talk to small kids about transgenderism and pronouns. Maybe save this for the morning show. I don't feel like going to SPs all fucking pissed off. That's going to make me too mad. How about this one? How about a couple of quick hits here? Proving that college might just be a giant fucking waste of money and that maybe our kids will be the first generation of children that'll just go, fuck it, we're not doing this. A new English course at the College of the Holy Cross in Massachusetts has a new course that they're offering. And if you think that maybe these tuition costs at colleges are a little inflated, if you think that now, you're probably going to amp that up a little bit once you hear the course that Holy Cross is offering. Then we're going to look up how much it costs to go to Holy Cross. Let's hit play on this one.
When you think of poetry, some of the greats might come to mind, maybe Shakespeare, Emily Dickinson, Walt Whitman, and how about Taylor Swift?
Oh, wow, the pop sensation broke records on her global tour. She also inspired an English course at Holy Cross, comparing lyrics from some of today's biggest songwriters with poetry that is hundreds of years old.
They're fucking with us. Like, they're very clearly just doing this to dick with us and go, let's see how long we can get these fuckers to pay for these degrees. Let's see how long we can get these kids to pay for this bullshit, because they have to pay a professor to teach this course. They're going to collect money. They're going to offer it like, hey, what's my tuition to Holy Cross go towards? Well, we've got this amazing football field. Basketball, we go to the big dance every once in a while. We also have this great library and study area. The cafeteria looks fantastic. And, oh, yeah, you want to read Walt Whitman and Robert Frost and then see how it pairs up with Shake It Off, Shake It Off? Not exactly Birches, is it? Quote the Raven, you drag me head first, fearless. Fucking great. How much did you pay for it? How much do you think the College of the Holy Cross is? Probably 30 grand a year? We're going to find out right after we get through this horse shit.
That's one of the questions that was in the course description was, why do so many people say that they dislike poetry but enjoy music so much? And I sort of looked at myself and I was like, I feel like...
Because, okay, I can answer that. Because poetry is gay and boring. Even though it's more artistic, it takes more talent to make. It's gay, it's boring. It makes us feel effeminate, and it challenges our masculinity, and we don't like it, at least for guys. Music is very simple. We can relate to it. It's easy to digest. You know, it doesn't give us existential dread, which is nice. We save that for Jaws. But, like, the reason we choose pop music over poetry is because it's easy and we're dumb. That's about it. There, I can teach the class. Pay me 30 grand to teach the Taylor Swift class. Why do we listen to this more than poetry? Because it's got a catchier beat. It doesn't sound as gay. It doesn't use old-timey gay English language. And I can dance to it. I can't dance to Edgar Allan Poe. I'm sorry.
Like, I might be one of those people.
That's what drew students to the inaugural Tortured Poets Department course at Holy Cross.
Oh, God, they even call it the Tortured Poets Department. I hope it ends like it did the kid from Dead Poets Society.
The English class sharing the title with Taylor Swift's latest release.
Straight from the Tortured Poets Department.
A lot of times my students will say, I don't get poetry.
Poetry's always kind of been actually like one of my least favorite mediums of writing.
So to make poetry,
I'll tell you why I never liked poetry. Like, I had to take a poetry class in high school. And the reason I hated it was because the fucking teacher would always read the poetry and he goes, what the writer is trying to say is it's a metaphor for this. It's like, just tell me what you're trying to say. That's why we like music too. You know, like he's like, Robert Frost is trying to say that when you're comfortable in one place, you don't want to swing to another birch tree. But sometimes we need to challenge ourselves, and that's what the birch represents, is a challenge and blah, blah, blah. You know what the music I listened to said? The guy said he wanted to rock and roll all night and party every day. I could grab, that's not a metaphor. He's literally saying he just wants to rock and roll all night and party every day. Like when Eminem in the Marshall Mathers LP said, bitch, I'ma kill you. It wasn't like a metaphor to like he's going to rearrange your soul. It was, bitch, I'ma kill you. Like when he said, for example, I don't wrestle, I'll knock you fucking gets the fuck out. He was threatening to beat the shit out of the Insane Clown Posse. It's not a metaphor. So yeah, that's why we're going to have a class to figure out why we don't.
Pay that man his money.
Aaron, hit the fucking button already. So yes, there's no reason to. Yeah, Atomic Ray says another academic grift. Just a little, right? Just a little. All right, how much does it cost? Tuition to Holy Cross. Holy fuck. Okay. Tuition, $63,650 per year at Holy Cross. Housing, $10,500 per year. Food plan, $8,300 per year. Holy shit. So we're at 83, we're at 19,000. We are at $83,000 a year, all, whole shooting match to go to fucking Holy Cross and learn why do I listen to Taylor Swift instead of, reading Walt Whitman? Oh, I guess if you're a dude, either way, you're gay, right? Doesn't matter. Hey, boys and girls, thank you very much for giving us another win for the toe. This is fucking awesome. Thank you so, so much. I think we went over by like $10 for tomorrow morning, which I really appreciate. No Johnny tomorrow, but we got a great show cooking for you. Got a lot of stuff to take a look at, a lot of stuff to talk about, and of course, I'll be hanging out with you guys, so you know it'll be fun. Take it easy, have a great rest of your day, and remember, it's just another win for the toe.